stay in the street, cause the streets for us. Money got blood, only breeze God we trust. What y'all call money, just $1,000. How could we call it money, what's 1,000 of us? We need 1 billion plus, 100 million trucks, and we still trying to catch up to the country's clubs. I don't watch Comedy Central, ain't funny to us. And you don't wanna hear my view on comments and such. Most of your comments will suck. I send a comedy jar, shooting star at your clan, you're all abominable. In the snow, I'm still a man, I'm too hot to be froze. When I'm mad, I'm still glad, and my pockets is toast.
The streets, they know about me, but the streets, they don't know about you. The streets, they can do without you, but they just can't do without me. The streets, they know about me, but the streets, they don't know about you. The streets, they can do without you, but they just can't do without me. If these streets could talk, they would talk about me. If they could make prison walk, they tried to build it around me. It's not my fault of all the evil I see. If they had a heart, they let the children breathe.
Yo, yo, yo. Mic check, mic check. We in the building. And
What up?
hold on 1 second. How do I? Oh yeah, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Bam. For sure though, we in the building. We're gonna touch on these 5 root races. What's going on with this?
Nothing. It's been a very wonderful day today.
That's for sure.
Yeah, it was a very wonderful day today.
And we're gonna add to that. You know what I mean? Like you see, I decided to throw the elongated scores up there. Let them see what kind of stuff we got to tap into if we talking about root races. You know what I mean?
Now, the root race thing is new to me. I did say earlier I was going to study, but it got pretty interesting on TikTok today.
Mm-hmm.
And so we all been like gloating, I guess you can say, about what happened today.
Oh, y'all took somebody down.
We did. And we're going to take somebody down tomorrow, too.
You know how it go. For real, free smoke.
Yeah, we took Mo Facts, a.k.a. No Facts, down.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't even know them dudes, but I did
You
not.
do know them.
I'm saying I did not hit it off well with them the first time I met them. You know, they was with the bullshit day one.
Yep. They changed, most definitely. Most definitely. But I think they got their ego handed to them. So I think they're going to be a little bit more humble now, instead of talking the way they've been talking to people when they come into their lives and stuff.
Mm-hmm. What's going on is y'all come on in. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. You know what I mean? I'd appreciate it. I don't think I got haters really watching, man. You know what I'm saying? It might be a few haters watching, but for the most part, y'all rocking with me, so I'd appreciate you hit that like button. And if you not hit the dislike button, don't just be lurking. You know what I'm saying? Real. Let me know. Let me know you there. But yeah, there's so many ways to go with this, because we talking about the 5 root races. Like it's gonna involve the twat, and like that's a gem that people seem to not bring up when they talk about the original people. Because even in America, can you name anybody older? I mean, like who can you think of that's probably anywhere near old as the twat or the pygmy, so-called pygmy people?
I can't honestly, and we may agree to disagree, or
I'm saying like
the
the rainforests are the same. All these twat people.
The people in the rainforest are Asian.
The Twa. I mean, not all of them are what you call an Asian.
I'm talking about the Amazon rainforest.
We finna look at them. We finna look at them
I'm
all.
looking at them right now. I just pulled up a picture of them.
If I'm saying you on your computer,
Hmm.
or you can share it. You can share it. We could touch on that.
How can I share?
Uh, at the bottom of your screen.
I gotta get on my computer.
Oh, I thought you was on the. Oh, okay. You looking at your computer?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm on my phone.
yeah. I thought you hit the link on the computer. My bad.
Let me see.
Ben Israel, what's going on? Shalom. For real, for real. Yeah, I'm finna touch on these 5 root races.
Uh,
You know, going back to
well,
the beginnings.
and I thought they say the Khoisan people are oldest.
I mean, those are some of the oldest people. They definitely are. They definitely are.
Maybe when it comes to mankind,
Who, Khoisan?
all of them over there.
Nah, them people is real. Them us.
That's
Like,
where.
man, them ain't regular Asians. We gonna look at them right now. Then I'm gonna pull them up right now.
I know I'm not talking about Khoisan. I'm talking about these Twa people.
Oh yeah, most definitely the Twa are us. I'm gonna show you the Twa too. They definitely. You know,
I don't
this is
think so.
this is the reason we say we are the Asiatic. You know,
Know about
like the
them.
real Asiatics. Like you just said, these people are the oldest people in Asia, right?
I mean, like when it comes to, I guess DNA. I mean, like, what are they
Yeah,
comparing this to?
yeah. They talking about DNA. They definitely talking about the maternal DNA of these people, because the oldest paternal DNA was found in America in a brother from South Carolina.
Yeah. Uh huh. Yeah.
See,
Albert Perry.
yeah, Albert Perry
Mm-hmm.
from South Carolina. Yeah. So when we seeing these Twa, we definitely, I mean, these Khoisan people, you can tell they are descendants of the Twa. You know, most definitely. Come on now, that look like my little
I'm looking at
cousin.
these. I see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm looking at them. Yeah, but I'm talking about these Twa people that I see on
I'm
Britannica's website. They don't look like us.
gonna show you. Hold on. Let's
And
get to it.
those pictures, they don't have our noses.
Nah, nose ain't gonna never be the one thing. It's all kind of reasons. Like weather does play a part. I'm gonna be honest with you. From my research, I can show you some things where weather does base people, not just the complexion. Like,
Yeah, I don't look at,
you know, like
but
even
like
our
find
chin,
it.
chin. They say a person's chin gets, smaller over time from being in the cold weather. And I guess that's the reason, your jaw, like a person's jaw be like in the cold. And
So
eventually,
why does Jay Leno
hmm?
have a big ass chin? Jay Leno.
Yeah, he not from the frigid cold. He from like Spain. He's
Oh,
Italian.
okay.
He's Italian.
Is he?
But Neanderthals didn't even have a bottom jawline. Like they didn't have a need for a bottom jaw. Watch, I'm gonna show you. Yep, matter of fact, let me do that too.
They have a jaw. Didn't they eat meat?
Let me see what this is.
Neanderthal jaw.
All right, hold on. Let me see what they're saying. Trying to see which one I should pick on. Chew on the Neanderthal's jaws evolved before brain. So using facial. Mm. See, that's why I don't like Yahoo. Watch this. Um, I like Google. I think.
Yeah, I go on Google. I don't go on Yahoo. Let me let's try to share this on TikTok.
See,
Oops, turn this down. Here we go.
let me see. And that's crazy. They brought up the fact of how the jaw be doing the same way I did. Hold on. The end result could all be jaw pain under. Well, they talking about nothing. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, because they. Oh, why your jawbone is shrinking? Once natural teeth. Okay, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I might have to just go on the Google search. I don't like Yahoo. Yahoo is like playing games.
Yeah, you'll see the 12 people I saw. I was like, not to be mean, but they look like they got monkey in them.
Likely Venice during cold. Hold on. Yeah, I guarantee when I go on this Google search, it'll be different. Hold on. I didn't want to lose this page, but hold on. Okay. The jaw turned out to be almost complete, and some of its missing parts were probably lost during extraction. Most researchers believe that the fossil is the remains of a Neanderthal. However, some authors have emphasized that the morphology of the jaw casts doubt on this. They're trying to say the whole fact that it was there make them think, now this might be a fake. Hold on, what's the difference between, even though didn't have them, so why did? Oh, it's a chin. That's what I meant. But still, that's the same thing to me. What's the difference? But they're saying Neanderthals didn't have chins,
Yeah, I can see that they don't look like they got no chin.
and they're saying something about. And you just brought up, Jay Leno's big. That's what he's famous for. That chin.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
big
he got a big
butt
chin.
chin, right?
Yeah, looking like a
Let me
moon.
make sure I'm sharing the page. Hey, shout out to whoever out there, peeping in. My computer moving a little slow. That's crazy. I hate that. All right, all right. Only been Israel hollering at me. What's up with y'all? Y'all holler at me. What's going on? But Neanderthals didn't have them. So why did humans chins evolve? When you look at a primate or Neanderthal skull and compare to modern humans, it is immediately noticeable that we have a feature they are missing. In fact, it's missing from all other species. A chin. Why do we? A new study finds that our chins didn't come from mechanical forces such as chewing, but instead results from an evolutionary adaptation involving face size and shape, right? Possibly linked to changes in hormone levels as we became more socially domesticated. Yeah, that sounds dumb. Socially, they're trying to say miscegenation, like mixed in with other races, maybe or something. We killed the Neanderthal in them. Hold on, using facial and cranial mechanical analysis with nearly 40 people whose measurements were plotted from toddlers to adults. The team concludes mechanical forces, including chewing, appear incapable of producing the resistance needed for new jawbone to be created in the lower mandible or jaw area. Rather, according to their paper in the Journal of Anatomy, it appears the chin's emergence in modern humans arose from simple geometry as our faces became smaller in our evolution from archaic humans to today. Our faces are roughly 15% shorter than Neanderthals, so the chin became a bony prominence. The adapted pointy MDR. They're trying to say we all got that Neanderthal. Nah, don't play with us. But hold on. And I don't know why they ain't trying to tell y'all about how the cold weather affected the
So,
chin.
so how do you think the YT people came about?
I mean, we know they Neanderthals too. You know what I mean? But they definitely. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull that up too. They definitely coming from the Dravidian albino. I'm telling you. I'm gonna show you.
I know, I saw that. Yeah, I agree that some of them are that, but
Yeah, some. Yeah, some. Some. We know
and
in so many ways. That even some of their scientists have said that at best they are hybrids. You know, the Chinese have explained it as they are mutants, which is, they're the Asian and they're the Caucasus Asian, so they're all the same. And the Asian is literally saying that he's a mutant as far as science is concerned. You feel me? It's because albinism is a mutation, of that gene. So what I'm saying is that would make albions or people from that stock, by scientific terms, mutant, but it's not to mean anything, you know, slanderous or anything. No, it's not derogatory. Truly, it's just
yeah.
science.
So, do
Right?
you think that some of them were like genetically grafted or genetically made in a lab?
Oh yeah, yeah. We can go all the way to the incubator babies and all that. I can show you all that too. Most definitely. As a matter of fact, I forgot what you had just said. I wanted to pull up. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna show you these Dravidian albinos. Also, I gotta show you that, right? Let's see.
Because my thing is this: how can a pig have a 98% genetic DNA match to human beings?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, to me, it like all that connecting DNA with plants and all that stuff they be doing, it's almost redundant because anything you eat would be in your DNA. And same thing goes for the animal. The animal would have ate some
But
human
then what about
too.
a chimpanzee? Chimpanzee is a 99% DNA match.
Matter of fact, can you see this?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you feel like reading
I
that.
see it. It says all white Europeans are albino, mainly but not exclusively the albinos of India's Dravidians. They all came from Central Asia. In order of their appearance in Europe, they are the Germanics who first entered Europe in 1200 BC. These first albinos melded with the Greeks and Latins to form the late period Greek and Roman civilizations.
Yep. So that answers the question: were they a what? What the who the Greeks were, and
Okay,
not
let me see.
all of them were that color, but
I
they
know
all were from India. These were
it
the
said that
people.
they were late period Greeks and Romans, so
Yeah,
not
they
the
weren't the early.
early.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. So what I'm saying is that these are the people of India. So these,
But I don't believe that where it says all white Europeans are albinos because I feel like they're not trying to tell the truth.
I mean, how far you expect them to go? This is the main thesis. This is
Just even the fact that
before.
they put the word all is suspicious to me.
Yeah, we could, because nowadays, in this modern times, they got a lot of different ways of doing things.
Hmm.
I'm gonna definitely come back to this. I'm gonna hold on. Watch this. Y'all can see this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Edith Eleanor McLean was the first baby in the United States to be placed in the incubator. Premature birth was one of the primary causes of infant death in the early 1800s. This was until Martin County, a physician, devised the incubator. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So back with the orphan trains,
Mm-hmm.
they was doing it big time. They was incubating babies, more than any other way of producing them. So they was incubating all these babies and they were sending them off into these orphan trains, which I'm kind of, getting off subject, but I'm, this is all a part of root races because they like to say it's going to be a sixth and seventh root race in the future. And this is some spooky stuff too. Let me see. Orphan trains.
Mm.
It's
His
I
name's
got
really
videos on it.
Cohen.
I just don't even really want to go into it.
He's German Jewish descent.
All right. Damn, somebody got a nice little video right there. I'm gonna have to check it out. It says Tartaria is the plot of Brave New World orphan trains, incubated babies. Yeah, I got a bad video on it too. I just don't want to pull it up right now because it might it might just mess the whole stream up. You know how they do me.
Start going to Bigo. Bigo don't care.
What? You said Beagle don't care?
Mm-mm. And you can show YouTube videos and you can share your screen.
Mm-hmm. Yep, incubators for babies have been developed. Some French obstetrician who have been seen using them at a zoo.
He's from the Kingdom of Prussia.
Mm-hmm.
The Coney guy.
Look,
His
you see that how
woman
many
was.
they did back in those times? They was moving them around all around America. Using the train to place all these incubated babies. They say over 200,000. So, it was more than that, obviously. But what I'm saying is, that's their way of development, right?
Mm-hmm.
Back to what I was just showing you. These albinos, these Dravidian albinos. Albinos come from dark-skinned people. So they coming from the dark-skinned Indian or Dravidian. Mm. But
Yeah, they come from the mainly the majority of them are African or Asian descent. Albinos.
yeah, they Indian. Is the people of these Hindu people. You feel me? These Hindu people have a.
Asian albinos too, like a Chinese albino.
I mean, that's what they are. They are the same. That's what I'm saying. Watch this. I'm gonna show how.
Mm-hmm. They're really different looking. Look Asian though.
All right. What type of mutation is albinism? Albinism is defined as a group of inherited disorders. So you inherited it. Disorders due to genetic mutation, characterized by reduced or absent production of the skin pigment known as melanin. So
So,
boom.
so I heard that happened because of Yaqub. That he took the Africans and the Asians onto Patmos or something, and
I
he
mean,
had them.
he saw how we always was able to produce it, and he just wanted more of that. He
I,
was
I,
like, you know,
I thought it was that fear in them that genetically, you know how he says your DNA has memory, that these people that were being tortured by him had held that in their memory. And so when they had kids, you know how your hair can turn white from fear, or you white as a ghost. And that's where that mutation basically came about because of the fear that was encoded in their DNA.
Mm-hmm. See, you seen this everywhere, saying the origin of the Caucasian race. You know, it's coming from these Dravidian albinos.
Yeah, I can see it with them, kind of, because not all white people look like that.
All they had to do is get rid of the freckles. Eventually, the freckles were, you know, not there like this.
Yeah, I can see him. Um, yeah, I can see. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now he looks more like he had Indian or something in him because his lips and his nose.
We'll get all of these people confused. We'll get them confused.
She's Ethiopian.
Yeah, that's what. See, that's another thing about these Hindu people. They really are Ethiopians. It was really called Lower Ethiopia at one time. You can tell he's like very in between. You know, he got that you know, very yellow or light undertone that he could produce
That
that.
nigga,
He
that
could
nigga
produce that.
black.
If it wasn't for that one patch,
He looks Jewish.
you know, yeah.
Yeah, that he looks like a definitely Hindu.
And this is in South America right here. This lady and her children. This is her children. You see, it says a mother in Brazil.
So that must mean she's probably African.
Look at you. Look at you. Hey, black mother in Brazil with her 5 children, 3 of
She's
which are albino. Father is black also.
Our people over here don't have albinos unless they have African in them.
Oh no, I done seen plenty of albinos.
And I bet you guarantee those people have African in their DNA.
I mean, everybody do.
No, we don't.
If it really boil down to it.
No, we
Like
don't.
just in just 400 years, you're gonna have a million
The Human
ancestors.
Genome Project, and today when Mo went against Earth Speaks today, he showed the Human Genome Map where it mapped out everybody and their genome in the world. Africa has 9 genomes. We have 12 to 15. It showed like the Georgia, Mississippi area, it showed Scotland, and it showed India. We're the 3 places that have the 12 to 15. So there's no way that we came from Africans when there are only 9. You can't make a 9 genome person can't make a 12 to 15.
That's what we're gonna look at Gondwana. I'm gonna show you what I mean.
I mean, it's our people. Some of our people are over there.
No. You know, you already know I'm on the it's all about the equator period. It ain't no body of land. I'm trying to say that just in the last 400 years, in just
South
the last
America and
400
Asia,
years,
yeah.
could you imagine,
was
sis, in the last 400 years, you had 1,050,000 ancestors. 1 million ancestors in 400 years?
I am my ancestor.
Huh?
I said I am my ancestor.
No, put an S on that. Ancestors.
I'm my
All
ancestor. No, I'm all my ancestor. Every ancestor I had is in me. I don't look outside of myself.
Saying. Ancestors. That's why it's plural. That's what I'm saying. What I'm getting at, that's 1 million of them. You take one of them, you don't take away one of them, you don't exist.
For me,
right?
All of them are me. It's me in previous lives.
And that's what I'm trying to. Hey, no, not all of them, because you're not your mother and your father. You're not your grandmother.
Those people are my relatives.
No, that's the ancestors. You know what I mean? No. If they still alive, they're not. You know what I mean? But yeah, you descend from them.
My sisters.
Yeah, we talking about where you descending from directly. So That's a million of them in just 400 years. You didn't exist a million times in 400 years.
Yes, I have.
Not a million times in
If
400
I've
years.
been here, if I've been here that long, every
Just
generation.
400, no, a million times, yes, but not in 400 years. That's not enough time to live a million times. That means right now you are living a couple 100,000 times right now, and that's not
But
possible.
not necessarily. I don't have to have necessarily. I don't have to have the same makeup as my great grandparents. I might not get any type of DNA from them.
Right? I'm just trying to find a good image. I just use this, I guess. Right? Because we talking about Pangea.
I don't believe in Pangea,
Oh yeah.
and that's why I don't believe in Pangea because there's land under the water that is not in Pangea.
Look. I don't line them up. I don't line up the continents the way they do. I know there was more land, and all it is the fact that water has arose. When the water came the way it came, then things went underwater. You know what I'm saying? But until then, there was way more land. What I'm telling you about Gondwana,
I know about Gondwana. That's where in South America and Africa. I think Australia,
that's just the
Antarctica.
whole southern half of what we call in Pangea. I ain't got nothing, not even nowadays, like everybody crazy about North America. I ain't got nothing to do with the North. Not North America, not Europe, not, Russia and all that crazy. It's not. Wherever that snow is, you won't catch me there. You won't catch me arguing about that.
Yeah, but I
That
don't
go
even think
for
the snow
that
is.
go for North America too. I ain't lying.
I don't
I
even
ain't
think the
really.
snow is natural.
Hmm?
I don't even think the snow is natural though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's everything to us. Without the sun, this is an ice planet. I'm not into the ice. I'm not into it. You know what I mean? Like I know, but like you made a good point earlier, how the places that do get sun for 24 hours,
So
like
cold.
it's they're cold, but yeah, they never really getting the real dose of this sunlight. Like Florida is the sunshine state for a reason. Like that sun will touch you. You feel good too. You know what I mean? Give you energy, honestly. The sun gives everything intelligence. I'm telling you, plants and everything. That's why we eat plants. What would nature do without the sun? That's the number one thing that we have to ask.
So Gondwana was before Pangea.
Hmm?
I said Gondwana was before Pangea.
No, that is Pangea. That's just the lower half. All of this, see what they call it Pangea, they would call it the top half, the northern part, they call it Laurasia.
It says Gondwana lasted for a particularly long time. It assembled hundreds of millions of years before Pangea.
No, Gondwana is Pangea. You're looking at it right now.
No. I'm looking on earth.com.
Let me get back to sure.
Because I think the top part was called Laurentinia even before I think it was called Laurasia.
No.
That they said that the North American plate popped out the water first.
That's why, hey sis, I wish you had your computer. I ain't gonna lie.
I got my computer.
But I deal with that too, because I know the first form of a forest was found in North America. But I'm not fond of the north of nothing. Like I know that last million years was a whole ice age, and I couldn't have been in those places. You feel me? I could have been there if we existed before that million years. Then yes, I could have been there. But during that million years of ice, I ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't no Eskimo. I don't feel like I come from that. I chase the sunlight. I'm like them. Man, you see how you see how these people out here with no shirts on? You know, these Khoisan type people. I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to live where I don't need no shirt, but I will wear one. You know what I mean? But I don't want to need no shirt. I don't want to need no jacket. None of that. But yeah, definitely touching on these five root races. You gotta touch on these Twa people. But let me see about this the Khoisan people DNA for you real quick.
Mm-hmm.
All right. They've lived in near isolation from the rest of humanity for thousands of years. In fact, the study shows that some of their DNA matches most closely people from modern day southern Europe, including Spain and Italy. So this is Luke, I am your father. That's what they're saying, you know. So I don't know. Hold on. I don't know why they ain't touching on the DNA like I really want. Yeah, this. All right, let me try this one.
Okay, I'm on my laptop now.
All right. Yeah. Hold on. How the origin of the Khoisan tells us that race has no place in human ancestry. All right. Let me see. They are in fact two evolutionarily related but culturally distinct groups of populations that have occupied southern Africa for up to 140,000 years. Their first people's status is due to the fact that they commonly retain genetic elements of the most ancient Homo sapiens. This conclusion is based on evidence from specific types of DNA. This evidence also demonstrates that other sub-Saharan human populations retain genetic bits and pieces of DNA from non-Khoisan primordial humans. These predate their out of Africa colonization. Of the balance of the world. What is important is the debate on the origins of and diversity among population groups of Homo sapiens is to establish what cannot and should not be derived from the various DNA evidence used to support the Khoisan's first people hypothesis. All right. As recently in 1962, Kuhn recognized the Khoisan as a capoid race, meaning the head cap. He based this on distinctive anatomical features of the capoids from those he used to designate the Congoid race. These include golden brown rather than sepia colored skin, the presence of epicanthic eye folds, whatever, prominent cheekbones, and steatopegia. They talking about women with big butts. They call it steatopegia, right? They got a
Mm-hmm.
whole classification for that, which is how crazy they are. And they're trying to see how they say golden brown, golden brown skin. You feel me?
Yeah, those people look red.
And steatopegia. I'm gonna show you what that is. You know, the oldest people in the world with this 140,000-year-old DNA, they tend to have steatopegia, right? And it's a shame. I thought they would probably show y'all a image, but you see, I'm gonna let you. Can you read that definition for them?
An accumulation of a large amount of
Hold on. What the heck?
fat on the buttocks.
Hold on. It's acting crazy. Hold on. There we go. Can you
I mean,
see
it
it?
makes us. That's what's make us different from, I guess, the YT people because they have tailbones.
Steatopigia.
Mm-hmm. So they stare at a pigeon, huh? That what they doing? They staring at her. That's what it sound like. Since they want to play, make them tell on themselves.
Steatopigia.
Huh? Trying to stare at her. But nah, real talk. Like the oldest people. We famous for this, huh? I wouldn't have
I don't
always
know.
been that. They always been that. But even evolution cannot be drawn like a tree. And we can touch them out. All right. Now, just to touch my boy, Albert Perry, just to get a overview.
Mm-hmm.
And then fully touch on these 12 and these 5 root races. So, yep, the DNA, because it turns out his Y chromosome, which was never seen before. Every male has a Y chromosome, which is a piece of DNA. Hold on. Inherited by sons from their fathers. But unlike most DNA, the Y chromosome is not shuffled as it is passed down and changes only slowly through mutation. Tracking these mutations allows scientists to create a genetic tree of fathers and sons going back through time. So, watch this. What is surprising about Perry's Y chromosome is that it did not descend from a Y chromosome atom, from Y chromosomal atom, right? Or rather, the established atom has lost its title to a new atom further back in time, where Perry's branch split from the tree. While the former atom is estimated to have lived around 202,000 years ago, the revised one is thought to be about 338,000 years old. Huh? That's how far he took it up. To find where Perry's Y chromosome may have come from, samples from around Africa were tested. Several more from Perry's branch were found amongst the Imbo people of Cameroon.
It was 11 of them.
So, can this tell us anything about the human origin? Central Africa contains Y chromosomes from both Perry's branch and the former Adam's branch. Guys, damn. While the rest of the world has only been shown to contain the former Adam's branch, with the exception of Perry himself. This suggests that our revised Adam may have lived in Central Africa. The oldest known modern human, that's just where the people are at this present moment. But that don't mean they've been there for the 500,000 years.
Yeah, I think that people from Cameroon are us too.
I mean, we got the Maroons over here. All of it meaning more to me, but hey, The oldest known modern human bones are from East Africa, but if Adam lived in Central Africa, does that mean that modern humans could have originated there? Again, it's hard to say. By looking further into the genetics of modern people, the picture becomes even more complex. It so happens that just like the Y chromosome is passed down only from father to son, there's a piece of DNA which sits in a different part of the cell called mitochondria that is passed down only from mother to her children. Tracing back this DNA in a similar way leads us to a mitochondrial Eve, estimated to have lived about 190,000 years ago. Eve possibly lived in southeastern Africa, but modern humans have DNA both from Adam and Eve. Despite these apparent contradictions, it is possible that modern humans descended from a single localized population and that geographical differences and diversity today are due to spread and extinction in the intervening years. But it could also be that many of the genetic and cultural ingredients that produce modern humans existed in different parts of Africa, drifting and spreading until they came together, and by a mixture of luck and natural selection, became the combination that would outcomplete their relatives to spread to the rest of the world. One way or another, around 200,000 years ago, bones appear that are indistinguishable from today's. That is 140,000 years later than the estimated age of the new Adam, leading to the question, was he even human? Answering this is tricky. There was no single moment when we became human, but rather a gradual process on the evolutionary time scale. Adam was very recent, and even if he was not anatomically modern, he could probably walk down the street today without raising too many eyebrows. Given the scarcity of Perry's branch and the lack of diversity within it, it is also possible that the revised Adam could have been an ancestor of two subspecies or even species. Could one have become modern humans while another produced a cousin? What if long after modern humans had become established and started to spread, they should meet and interbreed? Like all our other close relatives, these cousins eventually disappeared, but maybe they left traces such as Perry's Y chromosome in a modern gene pool. Uh, all right, this may sound shocking, but it would not be unprecedented. When modern humans spread from Africa to Eurasia, they met another cousin, the Neanderthals. Fossils with features from both species have long caused debate, and recently, genetic evidence have suggested that today's non-Africans owe 1 to 4% of their ancestry to such interbreeding, although no Y chromosomes have yet been identified. So somebody was knocking off Neanderthal women. The men wasn't getting none, you know. For one, they wouldn't even been sterile enough, being in that cold weather. Watch this. I'm going to beat up that cold weather real quick, too, a little bit, because I like to do it. I think this should do it. Hormonal imbalance. Hormonal imbalance is another repercussion of the cold weather. Limited sunshine not only, they meant to say not only, affects the endocrine system and the thyroid. Limited sunshine, not. That sounds dumb. But limited sunshine affects the endocrine system and the thyroid might slow down. A slow thyroid leads to a slow metabolism. Slow metabolism rates lead to longer period cycles until the body adjusts to the drastic weather changes. But it's more than that. There's a lot of stuff with this cold weather. They made it sound lightweight by saying a hormonal imbalance. Like, that could be ugly. It could be more than just the reason you get fat. A person would get, gain weight. It could be a lot of things. It's going to take away a lot of things. Cold exposure and hormonal secretion. They got some stuff on this. But yeah. Let me get Shout out to the chat if you're out there, and whoever gonna catch the playback. Yeah, the fact I got this elder, he touching on the toit also. I want to play a little bit of that. Let me see. Right. Dang, somebody say Brazil in the 6th root race. All right, let me tap on this. See what academia.edu, what they talking about. The history of humanity. See, people like to give Helena Blavatsky all the credit about the 5 root races. Excuse me. But she learned all of this science in India from the yogis. You know, she might have whitewashed the little things, you know, but she didn't come up with it, basically. And give me a preview. They twirling. They only want to give me a preview. Yeah, they hate. I don't feel like downloading the whole PDF. Dang. I gotta do all that. Check on my chat. Maybe it's my computer. Make sure my computer ain't tripping. Don't tell me y'all ain't. I lost y'all. Let me see. Oh, now here it says we in the.
Mm-hmm. And where did you go? Hmm.
Oh no, I think I know what I need. I need to change that. Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess y'all couldn't hear me for a minute. Okay, you on the laptop?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take you out on this one. Is you on there? Hello? You there? I know I put it on there. Oh, hold on. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we're good. No. Gotta move you. That's crazy. I don't know why I can't hear you on the Hey, peace to my sister Kiara in the building. All my good Moors in the building. Peace.
And you can go back on your laptop.
Yeah, I can hear you now. All right, hold on. Let's see. They still ain't giving me what I was looking for.
Because I'm not talking.
No, I don't hear nothing. Hold on. I think I just went ahead and downloaded this PDF. Yeah, I'll be able to do that right quick. Hold on. 1 second. Bam. Right. The history of humanity, and they talking about Brazil and the sixth root race. Evolution is the constant process of change that has been transforming life on Earth from its simplest principle to its existing diversity. The secret doctrine, the synthesis of science, religion, and philosophy, is one of Helena Petrovna Blavatsky's major works and describes the origin and evolution of humanity in 7 stages. Currently, we are into the 5th sub-race of the 5th root race, going to the 6th sub-race of the 5th root race. Right? The purpose of this paper is to give a brief overview, boom, and concise summary about the evolution of the races and its continents and their new awakening in Brazil. Due to the country, particularly and its people, with characteristics does the Latin people have been inherited to the coming race and what need to be unfolded in order to Brazil land eventually been inhabited by the 6th root race. The evolution of the root races. A planetary humanity is born, evolves, and develops in 7 planetary stages, defined with great mathematical precision. These 7 steps are didactically called the 7 root races. Each root race has, according to Helena Blavatsky, 7 minor cycles called sub-races. It must be remembered that the sub-races refers to cultural qualities and not to the level of evolution of the soul. They are different evolutionary stages that the whole humanity goes through. The same individuals that compose the current humanity have been reborn in all the previous root races. You hear that? The same individuals that compose the current humanity have been reborn in all the previous root races. Saying that we've already existed, previously, right? The first root race, called Polarians, were the first beings to inhabit the planet Earth, as our planet was not yet fully condensed in the 3rd dimension. Their physical bodies were more etheric than physical. Hmm. So Polarians inhabited many millions of years ago, right? What we now know as the North Polar Cap, right? Because what I'm getting from them, really, what they're trying to say about them being more etheric, is like they were just fire to a degree. You know what I'm saying? They were just the soul, is what they're trying to say. But you'll see them try to paint the Polarians as Caucasians, but obviously they're telling you that they're not even fully condensed in the third dimension. Like they're not even, their physical bodies were really etheric, right? And that ether, it's what what make your soul burn slow, all that kind of stuff. Ether is definitely dealing with that fire, which is that last form of water. But Polarians inhabited many millions of years ago what we now know as the North Polar Cap. So they would have had to been fire. They would have had to been that ether to survive in the cold, cold, cold. That's why they do say, we draw heat. That's the thing about us. So-called black people, right? And these ethereal and androgynous beings, the sexual energy operated differently from the present, and at one point, the original organism of the mother-father divided into two exact halves, multiplying outwards as independent entities, a process similar to multiplication by bipartition, or cellular division. Mhm. So the second root race, called Hyperboreans, was colored golden yellow. Mhm. These red bones, this race appeared on the earth, seen as a result of the incessant transformations that over time the first root race experienced. It inhabited the boreal regions surrounding the northern ice cap, occupying present northern Asia, Greenland, Sweden, Norway, etc., extending to the British Isles. This race had an etheric astral body and brought the Buddha principle attached to the Atman, combining a sense of touch with hearing, responding to the impacts of air and fire. The human being remained androgynous, reproducing by sprouting a system that is still active in vegetables. The third root race, called Lemurians, right? Lemuria, of course, was androgynous, hermaphrodite, giants, and impotent. You see, they had a lot going on. They had androgyny, they had hermaphrodites, they had giants, and even some of them was impotent. Couldn't even make no children. Right? In the early days of Lemuria, the human species was hardly distinguishable from animal species. But through 150,000 years of evolution, the Lemurians have reached such a great degree of civilization that we Aryans are still a long way from reaching. Right? Aryan means noble or knowledge. Doesn't mean, those people who call themselves Aryans nowadays. In synthesis, since this was the first race to take a human animal body, the main focus of the imitation of awareness of the physical body, healthy and strong, capable to face the challenges of nature, not only the natural disasters, but the constant threat of animals which dominated Earth then. Through many thousand years of constant earthquakes and volcanic eruptions, Lemuria has melted into the waves of the Pacific Ocean, rising from the ocean floor to the Atlantean continent. The Lemurian race was governed by the first, seventh, and fifth rays, and their global was the third initiation. So they saying Lemuria was in the Pacific, but the Hindu that I know, they've told me Lemuria was in the Indian Ocean, you know. So, but the fourth root race, called Atlanteans, emerged after hermaphrodite humanity split into opposite sexes, transformed by nature into creature bearing machines. This new breed has developed over the geological Atlantean scenery located in the ocean that bears his name. So it's Americans, right? Atlantis occupied almost the entire area currently covered by the northern part of the Atlantic Ocean, reaching from the northeast to Scotland, from the northwest to the Labrador, and covering most of Brazil from the south. So that's why all them Scotland and all that have something to do with us to a degree. Like they even called the Caribs. You feel me? Up there in Scotland. So you got the Caribs and we got the Caribbeans down here, and they both got that same way of talking. You know, that British way of talking. Hold on. And in the second phase of development, the Atlanteans focused on the development of the emotional vehicle, which led to the duality and vision of opposites, culminating in the Great Flood due to frequent wars. The Atlanteans, taller than the present, possessed a high technology which combined with magic, but eventually degenerated and were destroyed. Correspondingly, our chakras are faithful depositories of Atlantean race imprints. The base chakra, related to the survival and also the animal instincts, a remnant of the Lemurian era. The second chakra, sacral or lunar, related to our emotions, reminiscent to the experiences we carry from the Atlantean legacy. And the solar plexus, which is search for ego power promoted by the emotional, related to the mind. The Atlantean race was governed by the second and sixth rays. The fourth initiation was their main goal. The fifth root race, right, called Aryans, has a major characteristic of the control of the mental body. That's why Aryan means noble, means knowledge. You feel me? They have a major characteristic of the control of the mental body. Homo sapien, mean wise, well-knowing man. You feel me? Governed by the third and fifth rays. This race developed in the northeastern, covering the Himalayas, Egypt, and later Europe, but became a distinct root race about 1 million years ago in Central Asia. Right? We are now approaching the middle of the fifth sub-race. That's why we talking about Afro-Asiatics and all that language. All language is coming from the Afro-Asiatic people. Well, all main languages around the world. But we are now approaching the middle of the fifth sub-race. The evolutionary focus works predominantly on the fifth principle, manas, right? Meaning mind and intelligence. As in the whole of the sixth root race, the focus will be especially on the sixth principle, the Buddhi, the Buddha, or the Buddha, right? The spiritual soul. This stage will be ended with the European catastrophe of nature in about 16,000 years. And that was from that point of the fifth root races. So that's like saying in the next 500 years or 400 years. We're looking now toward the development of the sixth subrace of the fifth root race that will eventually be based in America over the next 25,000 years, with outstanding characteristics to think in abstract terms and to use the abstract mind. After this period, they will launch into preparations for the seventh subrace. Our planet Earth already developed 5 root races, and it needs to develop 2 more after the 7th root race. The planet Earth will become a new moon. Brazil a brief overview of history. Just like North America, South America has a representation of all races. And if we consider only the area related to Brazil, there are a mix of races between Portuguese, Indios, and over 4 million Africans, what they're going to call slaves, knowing that that word don't apply, but as well as immigrants who arrived between the 19th and 20th centuries, such as Germans, Italians, Japanese. Particularly to understand Brazil's personality, we have to research about slavery, which left its mark not only on the architecture and urbanism, but also on the roguish and joyful way of being, which was one of the solutions that slaves used to survive. Boom, boom, boom. Africans and some aboriginals, such as the native Australians, are considered to be surviving descendants of the older races, particularly of the last Lemurian and especially Atlantean sub-races. Damn. And it makes some sense too, because there's some tribes that you can't explain Africa. Like the Vadoma people. Like, nobody can really explain where these ostrich feet people come from. They could be of that Lemurian stock. Like we saying, half animal to a degree. Like what they were just saying. Right here. Okay, must have been the second root race, right? Okay. They were saying how the humans still remain androgynous. We know they're the Polarians. Like they said, the Lemurians. So let me look at the Lemurians. Yep, androgynous. Hermaphrodite being giants and impotent, right? And this was the first race to take a human animal body. And that's what the Vadoma people have. They have the lower half that's not human, right? So they're telling you that some Africans are that old of a species that they are from the Lemurian stock, and some are obviously, not hermaphrodite. You feel me? They're normal androgynous beings. So they are of the fourth root race also, which is that Atlantean stock, because Atlantic is on both sides, Africa and America. So watch this. Africans and some aboriginals, such as native Australians, are considered to be surviving descendants of the older races, particularly of the last Lemurian and especially Atlantean sub-races. From the Indios, we inherited the use of medicine through the nature and the caring of the forest for the forest. But the term culture is not a figure of regional groups of people, but their integration into a new synthesis in which the spiritual content is revealed in society in permanent or variable traits through historical periods. Currently, just like Great Britain and USA, the country is polarized, and the main focus is their actions of the actual president. Brazilian citizens are struggling with the awakening of the sixth root race souls in Latin America, right? According to Blavatsky and Master DK, Great Britain, or the fifth subrace, seeded the germs of the sixth subrace that will help begin to develop in an area of the United States of America, and in some few hundred years more will become more distinctly the pioneers of that race. Consequently, the U.S. will send the germ race, for the future sixth root race that will eventually, saying germ race, maybe think the Germans, that will eventually inhabit it in Brazil, which they do. That's the largest population of anybody in Germany that is not from America is the Germans. And they happen to be the largest group of Europeans in any country. Every country, there's more Germans in that country than any other European, which means these people haven't disappeared. They multiplied, right? This germ race. It will inhabit Brazil thousands of years ahead. These three races represent the second rate aspect of love, wisdom, right? Or philosophy, right? That's what philosophy means. Philosophy means a love for wisdom. Like this process of preparation for the sixth root race must last throughout the whole sixth and seventh sub races, and is the concrete mind that would be the bridging faculty for organization and abstract thought. In Brazil, the Amazon rainforest passes through 7 Brazilian states, including Mato Grosso do Sul. It has an area of over 80% preserved and rested that is considered by the spiritualists the new Garden of Eden for the awake of the new root race. The Amazon rainforest. Brazil is a fourth ray soul, the ray of harmony through conflict, and also the ray of art and beauty among the nations exclusively. Brazil is the only nation with a second ray personality of love, wisdom, and therein lies its saving grace. It is necessary that the country find their middle way through the mental purification, which in turn would depend on the ability of the fifth human principle to rise above all blind belief, animal passions, and attachments. Only through mental expansion and awakening of intuition, the country can be able to perceive the larger process of evolution. Yeah, that was fire though. Yeah, I like that. Oh shit, let me see. Yeah. Finna say, let me check the comments. What's going on? What's going on? Five root races. But yeah, y'all see how Brazil got a lot to do with it as far as the future of this what they saying, the seventh root race. Or the sixth root race, my bad. Got to get the sixth before you get the seventh. So hold on, let me look up. You can't even type Amazon nowadays. You got to put rainforest behind it because Amazon, the company, is running everything. They got their face on everything. Trying to find these people in the rainforest that you were speaking about. Hold on. Trying to yeah, they ain't. Okay. Y'all give me 1 second. Yeah, they ain't give me strictly South America. Let me see. Yeah, you know they done invited these people out. Like certain people trying to make sure they DNA stick around. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Mhm. Man, I seen her at the corner store the other day. What they talking about? I ain't lying. You can't tell me. You can't tell me there ain't one of them in every hood. And she got that same look on her face. I ain't gonna lie. I know. A matter of fact, I know a lady work at the 7-Eleven, but she say she from Ghana. To my she go hard about that. She look just like this lady, and she used to have hair like that, but she just cut it. I ain't lying. That's crazy. You got people look like that speak every language. Hey, but yeah, people done got slightly whited out. They going towards that six root race. I'm over here looking like one of the fifth root races. You know what I mean? I'm coming from that Atlantean stock, and I don't want to switch up. I ain't trying to take it to the 6. Peace to the gods. Matter of fact, exactly. You know her hair get kinky, and you know this. For sure. Shout out to, like I say, Peace Science, Peace Kiera, London Man, Rashad, Love Zay Ben Israel. My brother tapped in first and foremost. So I appreciate all y'all though. But yeah. Like we ain't even get on Hibernia. That's what I'm gonna have to hit you in the head. You have to hit y'all in the head with Hibernia. Cause that's what we're dealing with when we talk about these 5 root races and things like great floods and stuff. Because these things probably had to happen. It ain't beyond nature's ability. Nature definitely does these things on the regular. Cause fires, cause floods, freezing, scorching, everything. Let's see what the OG was talking about.
I'm a philosopher, historian, political science activist, and then I have some concentrations in other areas. But philosophy of all the thought systems is my favorite, and because it's a spirit system, unlike the West.
And that's what I was just saying, how they were saying the 6 root race is going to be rooted in love for wisdom.
I'm looking at the YT man with the African outfit on.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He's more of a 6 root race. He's more that, is what the world is coming to. I'm telling you, that's
No.
what they said. This is what they're trying to tell us.
Oh, that's what they're trying to tell us?
If you just heard what I
Because
was saying about the 6 root race, the 6 root race is gonna be that. They're gonna
no, it's not.
yeah, it's gonna be an amalgamation. That's what it all boils down to. It
Look,
boils down to
look up the like Google world. No, Google countdown climate clock.
let me see.
They wish it would be like that, but the climate clock says different.
I'm trying to wait till he put his videos back up. He had some stuff up there. He was talking. Oh, this OG just talking. What happened to the videos he was showing earlier now?
That dude is a culture vulture.
Let me see.
Spiritual state of light and dark. And for them, everything is light. Because for them, everything is good. And when they speak of God, there's no jealous God. There's no God that's giving you an arbitrary order and you're going to be condemned to hell if you don't follow it, like Abraham, give up your children. And by the way, your favorite child, I'm not putting down any religion. If this is what you believe, I'm not knocking it. I'm just simply saying that the Twa were in the state where they were pure spirits and their conception of God was pure. And because of that, they could radiate light. So I would say that this first period, when you look at the nature of the Twa and what the Twa contribute to the world, this is the historical period of the light where pure spirits, that is, pure humans, walked this planet Earth and walked it freely for a long period of time. And this is because being pure spirits, good people, the authors of Ma'at, because they practice it, Masori, Maasori, which is the root of Ma'at, which means straight and upright. That definition came from their behavior because they also set this tradition that knowing comes through being. And so the ideas that they put forward are a manifestation of their walk and of their talk, of their being. And so these pure spirits had a direct pipeline to God. If you could think of a George Washington Carver, think of a whole lot of them. You know what I mean? A whole lot of them drawn on God's power constantly and innovating advances for humanity. Morally and technically. So this enabled them to live in harmony with nature and to maintain the balance of nature, because it's not enough just to live in harmony with nature, but the role of the human being is to serve as a guardian, as a trustee, as one who, if they do anything to tweak nature, it's to help it, to help heal it, make it better. And so the Twa existed in this state, and many of them still do today, even though they've been under oppressive influences. So the key thing about the humans living in this first age of
Yep, these basically they it's described as the 5 root races of people all had to survive after this great flood, like when places like Lemuria, Atlantis, all these places sunk. When they sunk, the surviving root races, the first people to make land, were the Twa, and what we call it Scotland and Ireland, but it was ancient Hibernia, right? That's why it's saying right here, it seems that among the very ancient settlers to that haunting place were the Twa, a tribe of black pygmies that they're always going to say migrated from North Africa, migrated north from Africa, and made the island nation their home. So obviously they were seafaring people because you can't make it to an island by feet. You know what I mean? Historically, research strongly suggests that the Twa may have been the very first humans to live in Northern Ireland. So you can't get all the way to the end of Europe, past the water to the island, and not have probably populated many parts of Europe at the same time. It ain't like nobody just made a straight, zip line straight there, like let's go straight A to B. No. And the Twa may have been the very first humans to live in Northern Ireland, and they were there long before the Druids, which are also originally the Twa, and the influence of the Roman Catholic Church. So let me see. Tap this right quick. Yep. You see the Twa people, over 10,000 years ago. They've been in Ireland for way before, and they possess advanced knowledge of metallurgy, smelting metals, creating weapons and art, whatever they need. That's what Canaanite really means. Canaanite means a metalsmith, and advanced metallurgy is what we call alchemy. So we are the alchemists. You feel me? They possess advanced knowledge of metallurgy. That means alchemy. And medicine, which Caucasians thought to be magical, of course. That's what it meant by magi. A magi was a medicine man, and Jesus was a magi. So-called magic in their book. But the Twa, dark history of Ireland. Ireland is a place of my family origin. Boom. Let me see. Historical research suggests that the Twa may have been the very first humans to live in Northern Ireland, and they were there long before the Druids. And over 10,000 years, BC. So that would be over 12,000 years ago. But other cultures migrated to Ireland in later times, mostly from the Middle East and Eastern Europe. A gene study led by Dan Bradley of Trinity College in Dublin traces the origins of ancient Irish genomes to Spain and Sardinia. Other ancestry was found to have originated in a region now known as Russia and Ukraine. So we turn to Tartarians, Scotians, Scotia, really just Egyptians, because the real pharaohs were actually the Twa, the pygmy. These same Twa were the pharaohs. Literally. That's why, Hebrews always talk about how the pharaoh was so small in the Bible. It makes him look like a tiny man. But yeah, he was a Twa. Like, these are the people who really built all the pyramids. They're on every continent. You find these old Twa people on every continent. Yeah, every continent. It's not a coincidence. It's no coincidence. They really travel. Long time ago, they've been able to travel. And we ain't talking about, doing a backstroke. Like, they real life been traveling by feet by boat, by every means ever possible, and they everywhere. It's just the truth. I'm telling you, you'll find these so-called pygmy people everywhere. Consequently, find that is proud Irish. Boom, boom, boom. They appear to be a genetic mix of people from throughout Europe, the Middle East, and Asia. Only true Irish heritage may be traced to the Twa people, who still inhabited jungles in various parts of Africa. So the Twa pygmy people were the first settlers, while there are none living in Ireland today. Believe it or not, we have St. Patrick to thank for that. The old story of St. Patrick driving the snakes out of Ireland appears to be a twisted version of a mass genocide Patrick led against the Twa. It is said the Twa wore uraeus. Told you they were pharaohs. You know, that's what the crown of the Egyptians is, with the bird and the snake, and it's called a uraeus, a particular hat showing a snake image which is also found on the heads of the images of the kings and queens of ancient Egypt. Thus, St. Patrick is apparently celebrated by the Catholic Church for his works in the mass slaughter of the Twa throughout Northern Ireland. The existence of the Twa also is reflected in many of the Irish legends that were passed, about leprechauns, short people, The story of the leprechaun or a type of fairy that dressed in a green coat who saved. See, that's where they're getting the Wicked Witch from and everything. That's why the Wicked Witch was green. That's why the Wizard of Oz was a little short man in green.
They were bad people.
Huh?
They were the bad people.
Yeah, to the Caucasian. Yeah, the story of the leprechaun or a type of fairy that dressed in a green coat and who saved gold coins in a pot is a reflection of the diminutive people who were craftsmen in their time. It was said that they had special knowledge of medicine, metallurgy, textile, and shoemaking, which the Caucasians perceived as magical. Whatever.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the Wicked Witch. She was wicked, and the Wizard of Oz, he wasn't a good person either, right?
Man, you got to check my You gonna make me pull up my TikTok? Come on, now. I thought I knocked that out the park already.
Oh, I don't look at people's content.
Yeah, you got to check it. You got to check a real one out. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is the matter of fact, ain't gonna take no time. I'm just going. It's on YouTube. Let me see. You got to be on YouTube. Hold on. I'm gonna definitely show you who the good witch and the bad witch. Hold on, what's going on? Is my Wi-Fi working?
Mm-hmm.
The internet is acting crazy. Now it's tripping. Yeah, that's crazy. They hate no man. I don't understand this. They want to. Okay, let me see. Yeah, it's trying to make the people lose patience with me. That's what the computer doing. I don't know why it's doing this. All right, hold on. It's popping up. 1 second. This is moving real slow. Don't tell me. What? Do I have it on here? It would have been on here. It would have been right up in here somewhere. Let me think. It must be on my other page. That's crazy. Now they don't even want to put my page up. I gotta put my whole name. Yeah, I can't believe this. At least it's starting to move a little faster. There we go. Go to this one. Okay. Make sure this is. Like Dorothy, basically, like, I know you remember Toto. We were just saying Tioto and Toto. Yeah, the dog Toto really represented Anubis, and he was really walking her through the underworld, the whole time, all the way to the end. He the one that, Toto is the one that moved the curtain and showed, the guy behind the curtain, pulling all the strings, the Wizard of Oz or whatever. Yeah, but that's what Toto or Tioto was. Like Dorothy, basically, like, I know you remember Toto, like we were just saying, Tioto. Yeah, the ice. And that's a shame. That was not it either. Hold on. And I got to do it on TikTok. All right. That's just the best way for me to get it done. Now, of course, I could have said it, but I wasted my time putting it together. I might as well show it. Wait a second. Yeah, your profile. Hold on. All right. Finally. It's taking forever. See, it don't want to load up. Salute. And my boy Y'all can get ready to catch me and the sister Toy Tamir live later on today around 7 in the evening. It's going down. I got a real Washita Moore in the building. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. Yeah, we all remember the story, but we weren't looking at it in hindsight. That hold on. In the beginning, this good witch. Class vision. Like or that. Yeah, we all remember the story, but we weren't looking at it in hindsight. That hold on. In the beginning, this good witch, number one, everybody, is celebrating the death and the demise of the so-called Wicked Witch of the East. Right. Which happened to have been a green woman. And that means primordial people. You feel me? That's why you see Asar, Ptah. You feel me? You see these ancient gods portrayed as green. So we thought she was evil when really the one they're calling wicked was obviously not so bad after all, because so-called Glinda, what did she tell Dorothy? The only person that can help you or save you, like she just told her, you need to leave Munchkin Land. Like, you basically have no business here. So the only person that can help you get back home is the wizard. And that was a big, big lie, because we know the wizard from TV. Yeah, we all remember the story, but we weren't looking at it in hindsight. That hold on. In the beginning, this good witch, number one, everybody, is celebrating the death and the demise of the so-called Wicked Witch of the East. Right. She happened to have been a green woman. Hey. And that means primordial people. You feel me? That's why you see Asar, Ptah. So you see what I'm saying? What did Glinda tell him? That the only person that can help you is the wizard. Like, tell me that wasn't the biggest lie in the whole movie. You feel me? And then when the girl went through all that hell, she could have died, 100 times, right? She make it all the way back, and then she want to tell her once she figure out all she got to do, is click these shoes. But Glinda knew that the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So tell me who was really wicked. Like, they was parlaying, having a big party when the house fell on top of the other lady and stuff. You know what I mean? Like they was wicked. You know what I'm saying? And they made it look like the green, like they stole her shoes off the dead lady and all that. You know what I mean? How you steal shoes off the dead person and all that? We gonna rationalize that like it was like, man, you was a good witch. You know what I mean? And she tried to put the evidence on Dorothy, like, hey, you did it. Hey, put the shoes on. You know what I mean?
I know that a lot of weird things happen on that set.
Yeah. Like the midget hanging himself and all kind of stuff. They saying them little mother suckers was like they ain't had no manners. You know what I mean? When they got around women or whatever. So they say Dorothy Dandridge was going through it. For real. But yep. Oh, that's I just had to bring that up to show how the green people, or the green witch, those little green people wasn't bad. You know what I mean? We know who was really bad. You see how they made her they made sure she looked like a regular white woman. But the other lady had to be green. You know, that's representing those primordial people. They were really talking about us. You know.
I heard also it talked about the United States state corporation too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how the Tin Man.
Oh yeah. Tin Man, yeah. TIN, your TIN number, your
Mm-hmm.
tax identification number, and the scarecrow, of course, is your what? Your straw man.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And what we got left, we got the cowardly lion. But people don't realize the cowardly lion is the tribe of Judah. You feel me? Like they're literally the cowardly lion. And if they, just got some heart and stood up, then they can, get some things done. For real. Like if they just realize they're a damn lion. For real. But yeah, that's what that boiled down to. And you know who we calling Toto? Toto was Anubis. That's what I was saying in that other video that I didn't even really meant to play. But yeah, Toto is Anubis. You know, the god, like we were talking about Papa Legba, you know, like basically Anubis is the one that guides you, or guides you through the underworld. So basically Dorothy had died. You know what I'm saying? And Toto was walking her through the underworld. You feel me? He was Anubis. So he was her guide through the underworld.
I thought total was like the total or something.
Yeah, the total would mean like a god, because God is the totality of everything. And that's why I also compared it to the the Mayan god Teodo. You feel me? Teodo is Toto. That's where they're getting Toto from. The same name. You feel me? So Toto or Teodo. And Anubis or Zoloto, because in South America, the same dog as Anubis is called Zoloto. So, I've been breaking stuff like that down too damn long, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, like earlier when we were talking about logos.
Yeah. In the beginning was the logos. Logos is a serpent also. Serpent means wisdom. So, in the beginning was the logos or that serpent. That wisdom, that science, that knowledge is crazy. It's a lot to that.
So psychology, the word psychology is derived from two Greek words, psyche,
And
which
logos.
is Psyche, and logos. Psyche means soul or life, and logos mean knowledge. So it's the study of your soul.
Mm-hmm. Like you see how many ways they'll twist one word around. You got psychic, psycho, like psych and everything else. Like psych patient and psycho and psychic and psych therapist, and it's just too much. You know what I mean? Psychology, psychiatrists and shit. But yeah, I'm gonna say because I mean, it make you think. Basically, in order to be a psychic, you would probably be considered psycho. You know what I mean? The
Well,
words, everything.
maybe psycho is someone without a soul.
I mean, the O really represents that O or that sun, that soul. So I don't know. It's crazy how they butchered that word.
Let me see.
You might not be able to find that. I'm telling you. I'm just saying. You won't be able to find it. You won't be able to find it. It's just something I've noticed in too many words. Every time you see an O in mostly word, like anytime you spell a sun, like the original way to spell sun wasn't S-U-N, it was S-O-N. You feel me? And the oldest word for sun is ohm. You feel me? You got O in the ohm. You know what I mean? You just, you getting that, you get that O, you getting some sun. And a lot of
So psycho in the Greek means mental.
Say it again.
Psycho in the Greek means mental.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's just like when you say an asylum, like you're in a mental asylum, like that's coming from the word, you know what I'm saying? Like asalacum, you feel me? Or asylum is coming from asalacum, which means peace. So you're supposed to be, unable to even hurt yourself, like you just, in a place where you can't even do anything to yourself. So it's considered an asylum, but it's really coming from asalacum. Or as-salam. Salam meaning peace. So yeah, it's evil what they did over there in Ireland, running out the real Twa. Even the Picts. The Picts are also Moors. You feel me? It's just like basically when you mess with these holy people, these Twa, you got a war coming. Because people think they don't got no cousins, no family, no big family members or whatever, or they just not good people and like they ain't plugged in. So all we gotta do is get the word, like Egypt and these Scythian kingdoms of Tartaria and all that. Like when these type of Moors, when they were getting the word, like Hannibal and all these people, when they get the word that you tried the people, you know what I'm saying? Like you tried the home team over there, you're in trouble. You know what I'm saying? They think they just could pick on the easy people, but eventually the greasy people pop up too. You know what I mean? Like some people want peace, but some people want war. So it's somebody for everybody, and they be in trouble when they get what they, you know what I'm saying, what they've been scratching for. Yeah, there's okay. Like we know the serpent is not a symbol of evil, like it is in the Christian world. You feel me? It means eternal life or regeneration, power, protection, and wisdom. And these indigenous people of Ireland, of course, were considered African and dark skinned. There has been a general misconception that they were pagan. Pagan just means country dweller or a person with old time traditions. So who cares what they think? This appears to be untrue. They may have been more culturally advanced than the European raiders who eventually took over their land and drove them out. We should think about the next time St. Patrick's Day comes around.
So how are the Scottish and the Irish alike?
I mean, Scotland is coming from Scotia, so
Okay, I'm not Irish. I have Scotland.
yeah, the real Scottish, the real Scotland, the people of Scotland were Picts. The Picts, the Danes and the Picts. Like I'm gonna show you, the Picts were Moors. Other than that, it was a number of white people. The original people. Can you see that? The Danes then were like the Moors. Black. Like them too, they were Picts. So we're talking about the Danes and the Picts were Moors. They were black, as more than one eminent writer has proved. The title of Grome, or wood stained, trying to say the color of wood, brown, is not confined to highland genealogies. It was the actual name of grim old pagan Dane who ruled over Denmark. It meant daub. So, yep, like they were Moors. Real talk. The Danes, the Russ, but the Russ they didn't come till later. But the Picts are the original people of Scotland. The Picts were Moors. That's why they associated with this right here, the serpent stone. Who up there in Scotland was gonna have anything to do with a serpent stone? They don't even have snakes. There's no such thing as a snake in Europe. It's too cold for snakes. Way too cold. That's for sure. I appreciate you, sis. Yep. How dare y'all leave? What's going on, man? I don't care who went live. Y'all better went to sleep. Ain't no way. What y'all doing? Seeing them numbers drop. What's going on?
So I'm reading something said the Picts painted themselves blue. Then I think about what you said, that my great grandfather looked like he was like from India, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I think of Krishna, how she's blue.
That's real. I see what you're saying. I like that. Because like I was saying, that these the Twa would be the real Druids. The Druids were Dravidians. So it's all that big connection. They're the real Indo-European. Indo means Indian. So they're not Caucasian Europeans. They're Indo-Europeans. They were here way before what we consider Europeans. Yeah. Like you just saying about those that's your people though. Let me see. Man. The Celts of ancient Britain. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Celts appears to be a local name for Phoenician settlers of Western Europe. Because what I just said about these great Twa people, they went to Scotland and Ireland. They went over there.
Show me a picture of the Twa people, because the picture I saw of the Twa people didn't.
Hold on, let's get this knowledge first. I'm definitely show you some more images of them.
Because I can't really see myself as a Twa person when
No. These
saw.
are the oldest people. You ain't them. What I'm saying is the Picts.
How are they the oldest?
They're the oldest. They've been over there way before there was a Picts. And before
maybe over there in Africa and
no, I'm talking about
it's of mankind.
I'm talking about Scotland and even America. You can find these Twa people everywhere.
No.
Watch this though. We talking about Ireland right now, Scotland and all that. The Celts, that we call them Celtics. The Celtic with the Celts. That's just a local name for Phoenician. You know who the Phoenicians are?
Probably some Africans.
Phoenicians sailed for one. The Phoenicians sailed to America over 12,000 years ago. The Phoenicians is the real deal. Nobody sailed the world like the Phoenicians. So nobody was in Americas like really before the Phoenicians. Like these, like if they did, they're gonna say they walked over here. The Phoenicians took the boat. Like it's impossible to even get certain places. You're gonna be stuck wherever you at because just to cross right over there, you got to cross the water. You know what I'm saying? People just not skilled like that. They're just gonna be stuck on that side of the land forever. But no, not the Phoenicians. The Phoenicians are the real deal.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, I
And
know.
these people came from where?
The Phoenician, they came from Phoenicia. The
Because
Phoenicia are what
I
they considered coming from Phoenicia. Yeah, that's what people
look at
consider.
Africa now, and I don't see them really creating anything. And I look at our people
You gotta have to
here.
study Phoenicians. And I just told you, you
So
can't
I
name
can't
nobody. You can't name nobody been here over 12,000 years. The Phoenicians have been. That's what we call them the Cherokee. The Cherokee are the Phoenicians. I can
They've
show
been
you
here.
all of that. I can show you all of that. Ain't nothing.
Cherokees been here. We've been here on this land.
That's what I'm.
All these
You
people,
don't think 12,000 years ago is been here? That's been here. That ain't.
all these-
That's way before a lot of stuff. They're the real
like
deal. They're the real deal. Trust me. That's what I'm saying. Like,
life. So you think life started in Africa?
did you not? For one, I don't think life started 12,000 years ago.
Oh, I know that, but I'm just asking. Just period.
Man, we come from the sun. Like we older than Earth. We older than Earth. I don't care about Earth like that. We older than Earth. Everybody's crazy about this thing, but we older than this shit. But I'm going back to the beginnings of Earth, and we've been all across Earth. So there is no way I stayed on one lily pad my whole every whatever millions of years. There's no way my bloodline would have stayed on one lily pad. That's just not possible. We talking about millions of people. Eventually that'll be some incest going on if people don't leave a land. That's just
I
not.
mean,
That ain't gonna happen. It's like being a country bumpkin. Everybody would leave. You're gonna eventually leave that neighborhood, or you're just gonna be a part of that regular, Jerry Springer atmosphere. Like,
I mean, not if you have hundreds of tribes in your land.
and right, I'm talking about right now where we stand, because there's more people now than there is back then. Like, there's more people here on Earth or whatever. There's more people right here in North America now than there was then, and there's not really a lot now unless you spread your wings. If you stay where you at, it's like everybody.
Chances are you end up sleeping with somebody that's probably related to you.
Yeah, easy. If I don't leave, if I just stay in Florida, even though Florida's big, but now I could run into a lot of family all up and down Florida, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if we don't be careful. You know what I mean? Like people don't even want to find out who their family is. Like people are crazy.
They are. They think because they were told the slave trade story that they don't have any records of who they are when all they have to do is do their genealogy.
Like if you're noticing what people were doing, the men of certain lands would sell out to a whole nother land and make babies. They're going to another land because they know everybody over here is their family. They have to leave at a certain age. They're like, hey, I'm getting on the boat when I turn 18. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to sail the 7th sea. Like that's just what it had to be. And either you stepped it up on the bloodline or you stepped it down. Regardless, we eventually made these different races, these fifth these third, fourth, and fifth root races. Like we moving into the sixth root race.
Yeah, but could you look up that climate clock? Because there's not going to probably be no six root race. Not the way that you're thinking.
Oh no, the whole thing about the next root race it's gonna have a lot of melanin in it, so it's gonna be able to handle all the climate. That's what I'm saying. Like there will be no more of the old, Albions like that. It won't really be like that.
So that guy that was like flushing in the face.
I mean, like that. Like people like him will be the lightest they get. That's what I'm saying. That's what they're saying. That's what it'll be. Shoot, you got yellow people like that now, man. I know people that is not black at all that are darker than people that is black. I know. I mean, I got some people.
I have people tell me all the time they're white. They say they're darker than me.
Exactly.
But it's not about the outside whiteness or the outside skin.
Man, I know some Spanish people, especially Spanish people, like they be way darker. And I ain't even talking about the ones that look black, like just regular Spanish people. Like their face might be pale, but their arms be dark as hell.
It's about your hair texture. It's about your hair.
It is deeper than all of that sometimes, but I understand what you're saying because I don't have no.
It's about your blood type.
I don't have no Spanish type of hair texture in my family, like like no Hindu type hair texture. I don't got that Hindu type, but we got curls. We got the curl going on. If it ain't curl, it's nappy, and I like both. So. Hold on.
I'm surprised you haven't seen that. Haven't seen that climate countdown clock.
I'm gonna pull it up for you right now.
6 years.
But I know all about that though. Yeah.
Before it goes up.
That only scares certain people. You know who that scares?
Now I know it don't scare me.
Look, I'm over here thinking I'm sharing this page with y'all the whole time when I was reading. Like sometimes you gotta keep me on my toes. Kelsey in Britain.
I saw it.
Yeah, all this is Phoenician artwork way over there.
Phoenician is is that the first alphabet?
That's where you get phonics from. Yeah, that's where you get. So basically, they credited that they being accredited with language or the formation of languages. Like most language, it can say that is it kind of formed from all of this system of letters that the Phoenicians had. They had every sound in their alphabet.
I think language is bad.
You could say that, but I know that's the only thing we're using. I don't know if I want no other way to communicate.
I mean, it took us out of our mind, and instead of staying in our mind and in telepathy.
No, I mean all that be sounding good because whatever that is, we still do. But that would never. I don't know how that could be the only way. Like that's something we do underwater and stuff like that. Like when we above the water and all of that, like hey, especially as we get closer with people, then there's gonna be more words spoken. But that's where the Khoisan people, like they have a click language.
I know. I saw it. Yeah, that's weird.
Hold on, what you was just okay, you said
yes. I watched a YouTube video earlier, not YouTube, TikTok video that popped up on my timeline, and it was this lady talking to these four Khoisan people, and they were clicking. I guess they were telling their names.
Yeah, hold on. Matter of fact, what I'm talking about, I got it right here. That's crazy. Okay, I got the family in the building. Yeah. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let me pull up that video. And I'm pretty sure I got it. Cause I just nope. I
So
thought I
you don't
did.
feel like it's like I was looking up the Ankh, right? And I was looking up some things in Egypt,
Oh
and
yeah,
it
I got
basically
it right here.
said,
Hold on one second.
Coco. Coco. Davadi to I some that just stand away. Don't. Some that Davadi to I the data to the go. Clear go against that got to go ngore ka fu kompu ka ngore se. Ikaita shoot. Clear that go to the
Hey, matter of fact, what you were saying about the aunt once again.
"You really think these people are still dressing like that in 2023?"
Man, everybody ain't whitewashed or colonized. Colonized.
That's not colonized.
I mean, for real, everybody don't want to wear a pair of shoes. Some people want to be grounded.
I understand not wearing the shoes. I can understand that because you want to be part
I
of the
mean,
earth.
what about the sun? They don't need no shirt on.
But
Man,
I'm
them
talking about
people in the desert.
talk about them pants, the diaper or whatever he had on.
Let me see what you talking about.
Coco. Davadi to I some that just stand away. Don't. Some that Davadi to I the data to the go. Clear go against that got to go ngore ka fu kompu ka ngore se. Ikaita shoot. Clear that go to the
I don't know those people.
Yeah, we so far removed. You know what I mean? But that's
Mm.
what we're going through right now with this 5 root races. Like you got to be able to see where they are on that list. Like
So
they are not the 6th root race. You know they're not some new cats that just got created. Ain't nobody just spit these people out in the last couple of years. They're not you know, like they're not coming from the modern man. Or do you think we're more old school than they are?
I think that the people over here are the original. That's why
Even
we
though
go through.
even
That's why
though
we
they
go.
done mix, even though they done mixed with the European.
Europeans were black.
No.
So I
We ain't pick
mean,
and choose. We ain't gonna pick and
I
choose
don't have
that.
no white people. I have
Look,
0 white people in any of my genealogy thus far.
black people don't make look. We wouldn't be half colored looking people. Like we wouldn't
I
be.
mean, when you have too much melanin, that's a problem. When you have too little melanin, that's a problem.
That
Balance would
says
be in
who?
the middle. Balance would be in the middle.
Remember
So
I told you, like how could that be a dis-ease? Like nothing hurts about having too much melanin. If you don't have none, you will hurt. The sun will hurt you. I promise you.
having too
Nothing
much.
will hurt. I'm saying what can hurt? Like what's the what's the
Having too much of
downside?
anything is not good.
No.
Having too
What's
much
the
of anything
downside?
is not good.
What is the
Having
downside besides how
having
people
too much of
perceive you?
anything is not good.
We're
Having
gonna
too
pull
little of
up
anything
that
is not
melanin.
good. You want balance. The balance is going to be the color in between.
Watch this. Let's look at this melanism there. They're gonna always show this one dark skinned sister with the dark hair, dark skin. Right? And it's all, I don't know why it's moving on slow. Right? Like, what about that black cat, that black man, that black bird? What hurts about nothing about them hurts?
But we're not. First of all, nobody's black. It's if you're
No,
you're
these
a
people are
type
black.
of brown. They're not black.
No,
They're
these people is
brown.
black. Them people black.
No.
That's
Just like there's not
melanism. This
black
is what you're talking
eyes.
about, melanism.
Just like there's not black eyes. They're just dark, dark, dark brown eyes.
So this ain't good enough to understand what we're saying. Don't dodge the point. It's a
Hold on real
big
quick.
point on the end of that. Huh? It's a big point that's being made. What hurts about being that dark is the point. Nothing can hurt you about being that black or that brown or that green or that
Too
purple.
much of anything is not good.
No, don't believe that. Don't believe that. Don't believe that. That means too much of thinking like that ain't no good. You can't think like that. You can't because you just said too much of it ain't good. But there's nothing wrong. Like just like those spots ain't hurting that cat, that black ain't hurting that cat. Now, if you don't have this melanin, I bet you can get hurt. I
It
bet you.
says
Nothing can hurt you in nature naturally for no apparent reason. You're not just gonna hurt because you're dark. Nothing's about you is gonna hurt. So it's not a dis-ease. It's not nothing that's uneasy. Like, my skin, I'm hurting. No, the skin would never hurt. If anything, he feel great. If it's the opposite of albinism. So obviously, albinism is what? A mutation. So albinism is not. It can't be because it's the opposite. It can't be the opposite of albinism and be the same as albinism. It's the opposite.
it says researchers say UV radiation generates reactive oxygen and nitrogen that energizes an electron in melanin. That energy can cause DNA lesions, which can lead to cancer-causing mutations. The lesions typically appear less than 1 second after UV radiation exposure, and that's a disadvantage of having too much melanin.
Yeah, ain't no disadvantage of having too much melanin. You can't have there's no disadvantage. There's not a single disadvantage. It's just some girls might not like you. It's just like when a man say he's not circumcised. Some women might not want him, but that's okay. He's gonna be okay. It's not gonna be nothing's gonna hurt him because he won't have her.
So that means we look at a polar bear, and under a polar bear's skin, it's black, but he has that white fur.
Who? Under a polar bear? No, it ain't. His skin ain't black.
Yes, it is. Go look it up.
Nah, that don't make no sense. That's impossible.
Go look it up.
He ain't got that much hair. He ain't got that much hair on his butt.
Go look at a polar bear and see what color his skin is.
It ain't black.
I bet you it is.
All right, I don't mind being wrong. Let me look it up for you.
You don't have to look it up for me. I already know the answer, but you can look it up for you.
I know I'm gonna look it up right now for you because you told me to look it up. Surprisingly, surprise. They say the color of his skin is black. Yeah, right. Just because the inside of his mouth black.
No, look. Get a shaved polar bear.
No, I mean we all know the polar bear come from the brown bear, so we're not lost on that. But I don't think they got the same skin. It's just the hair. The hair is the only thing that's different.
Look up a shaved polar bear, just like under
look.
They have no melanin.
Watch that. So look, see, look at that now. The polar bear skin's color change also applies to their tongue and mouth. All right. They look ugly ass. Fuck nah. No, I'm messing with you. Nah, but damn polar bears, they come from the brown bear, but I don't know. They saying that they black up under them. So that's a lot of it must be the snow and everything keeping them looking white. Got that
It's
snow
his
on top
fur.
of that coat.
That's his fur that keeps him white. There's a reason why they have that white fur on them
Yeah, to blend in
because
with the environment.
that, and then also because having too much black melanin exposed like that is not good. You can have too little is not good, too much is not good. You want your balance. To balance out your duality, you got to find something in the middle, which is copper colored people.
Hey, yeah, I say that all the time though. I ain't gonna lie though, because I'm that color, but I can get black, I can get dark as hell, and that's why I say I can get dark, but a dark
Yeah,
person can't get my color. You know what I'm saying? And a
yeah,
a person that's too light can never get dark as I can get. I can get dark. So I'm that real, that golden brown, that real goddamn what they call in copper. I'm golden though. You know what I mean?
yeah. So they put it in our head that we're less inferior because they try to make us think that we're all mixed up. We're not mixed up like they say we are. And they try to put it in our head as a type of because our mind is everything. It's what we think is everything. That's number one, our mind. And that's what they attacked is our mind, our thoughts of how we think about ourselves. If we walk around here thinking we were slaves, that we were nothing, then we will amount to nothing. So if we're over here thinking we're mixed with the white tea people and all that stuff, when I looked at my genealogy, there's no one in my genealogy that's white tea. There's different hues of brown. And when they say European, it doesn't necessarily mean the white tea Europeans.
That lived here for thousands of years before anyone else existed was the Twa Mbuti people of Central and Southern Africa. The people that we today call the Khoi and San of Southern Africa, they are part of the original family. The people that we call the Twa, on the planet,
First
that
of all,
lived years before anyone else existed was the Twa Mbuti people of Central and Southern Africa. The people that we today call the Khoi and San of Southern Africa, they are part of the original family. The people that we call the Twa, the Mbuti of Central Africa, in Congo, those are the original human peoples that peopled the planet, American hemisphere.
Show me a picture of the Twa because the ones I saw, they looked pretty animal-like in the face. They don't look like us. That looks like a monkey. That's not us. The other people I saw look they looked like a different monkey.
Man, what is this? It's this guy's name. I can't think of his name. He looked just like him. And when I think of his name, I'm gonna pull him up.
Yeah, like look up the Twa people at Britannica, and you'll see. When I looked at those people, I go more with the Khoisan people than these people. These people don't look like us. These people look like they mix, like they're part of a hybrid or genetic grafting with animal.
No, and if you didn't you just listen to the 5 root races?
I don't. First of all, I don't take no book as 100%. I take 50%.
No. I'm trying to get you to identify what that said and what you just said, and then you could actually put it on the chart and you would see what it said.
Well, the only thing I heard was the
see what
one.
you're saying might be true, but you got to see where it fits on that 5 root races. It fits on that list.
Who says the 5 root races is it?
Look, you just said what you saying is saying the same thing. You just not going based off no chart. You just using your own thought, and it's the same damn thing. So if you pay attention, it's the same thing. You just said it. You just not happy that they said it, but they said the same thing. Do you not?
I didn't even listen. The only person I listened to was the Atlantean one, because I was over here looking at something else.
Don't admit stuff like that, and then guess what? We can always catch back up. Maybe something that's called like going over your head, because you don't want to just say you just ignoring. That's called ignorant. Like we got.
I wasn't listening. I listened to when you said the Atlanteans.
That's why I brung up.
I was reading that book that my cousin's in, and I
went back to the Lemurians for that reason. When I went back to the Lemurians, I was showing you how that some of them are mixed with animal.
Yeah, I'm just being honest. I said I listened to the Atlantean one, and then I looked up again, and that's when I saw the YT man in the African outfit.
Hold on one second.
Sorry.
It's all good. I'm gonna show you these Bedoma people, and then dang, I can't think of.
That is not us.
Oh yeah, I know people look like that all day, everywhere, all day. Dang, I can't. James Baldwin. Watch this. I'm gonna pull up James Baldwin. Now watch you see James Baldwin.
That thing, I mean, look at his ears.
Watch this thing. You saying that you can't tell me these ain't the same damn near looking people.
James Baldwin might be them.
Hey, just because wake up and smell the coffee though. It's all, you know what I'm saying? That don't make it no bad thing. You can make it bad because they're not dressed in a suit. But that guy look just like James Baldwin. That guy look like James Baldwin. You can't tell me he don't look like James Baldwin.
Maybe you should have came to TikTok today, because there was a lot of stuff that was brought out. The whole "we all come from Africa" theory. And it started with the Human Genome Project, and it started with the genomes, where in Africa they got 9 genomes, and over here it was 3 groups or 3 places, which was, like I told you, the Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama area, Scotland, and India were the 12 to 15 genome.
Look, watch this. So there was never an argument in the world about if we all came from Africa, because it never really mattered, and it's okay. Good, but watch this. The argument is that we didn't all come on no slave ship. We didn't come on.
No, the argument was that the argument is that everybody is from Africa.
That's million. That's dealing with millions of years that nobody can prove. But
all I can say is
we're talking about we can prove that we ain't come on a slave boat. We can prove that. We can prove that much.
I could prove that we didn't come from Africa, because a lot of Africa was underwater.
North America was underwater.
I mean, the whole world was underwater. But they said North America was the first one to pop up out of the waters.
Nah, I mean, it was an ice planet in a lot of places. Without Ra, we don't have no Earth without Ra.
Then how come on some maps you don't see the ice wall on some maps? If this was an ice planet, this was a water planet. How was this an ice planet? But when we got planets that's after us, supposedly like Jupiter, and Jupiter is hot, and Jupiter, or Saturn, my bad, Saturn is hot, and Saturn is like made it like the planet's made like our sun is, hydrogen and helium.
The sun is a plasma, or even the moon.
Well, according to them, the sun's mostly hydrogen and then helium, and then a little bit of maybe some small gases.
Yeah, it ain't. You know, it ain't though. Yeah, it ain't.
I mean, I don't even. I mean, you said it was a ice planet. I mean, I don't really even believe that there's planets outside of here. Because as above, so below. So if there's water below, then it has to be water above.
Yeah, we underwater right now. You know, we the fish that don't know we underwater. That's just that. Like we breathing
Like in
water.
SpongeBob.
We breathing water. Yeah, we definitely underwater.
I'm not breathing water right now.
We are breathing water right now. We underwater.
Maybe
We the fish. We the fish that. Do you think a fish knows it's underwater? A fish know when it's out of water. Isn't it? It don't know what. It don't know it's underwater.
then I mean, how come I'm not swimming upwards?
No, no. We are land. Well, we're bottom feeders, so to speak. We're not birds. You know what I mean? We're
So
more like
I'm a
crabs.
bottom here now.
Yeah, we're like crabs and lobsters and stuff. You know what I mean? We stuck on the bottom.
No,
We could jump. You know,
I rebuke that analogy.
like some people are snails. They can't jump. At least I can jump. You know what I mean?
No, I believe maybe if we're underwater, we're just like Sandy is in SpongeBob.
No, we on
She's
the abyss. We on the abyss. We at the bottom of the seafloor. There's no doubt about that. You know what I mean? In comparison to the ocean, we are on the bottom of the seafloor, what we call in the ground or the land.
Okay, so then what's these oceans that we see since we're on the bottom of the seafloor?
You see, no, that's the ocean. So what is Brine Lakes? Brine Lakes are beneath the ocean. Beneath the ocean, you got Brine Lakes. How you got lakes beneath the water?
I heard that today. I haven't looked into that yet. Somebody told me that. Oh no, that was yesterday. He told me that. I haven't looked into it. He said there's.
We might have said somebody that first time you was up here.
Oh, I probably wasn't listening then. Yeah, my attention. I need to work on that.
Brine Lakes, those things are impenetrable. You feel me? But yeah, like I say, these Twa were the pharaohs.
No, they weren't.
Yes, we are. Have you not been paying attention?
The pharaohs were women.
Well, guess what? They were Twa.
If you look at the Ankh, Ankh is exactly what the female sign is.
Twa are not just men. I don't know if you know that or not, but they have women. If you want to say they were women, it was women. Twa. They were Twa.
They were not.
Did you hear that? They were Twa.
No.
Did you not pay attention once again when I was just reading and we were speaking on? It was showing you that those Twa over there in Ireland, they had the Uraeus headdress. They had the same.
I'm Scottish, so I would look at Ireland maybe as my mirror, my left hand path.
That's your past.
Because everything. No, that's not my past. Don't put that on
me.
That's
not your future. That's not your present. That's not you. That's not you. That's your ancestors.
We live in all three. The past, present, and the future.
Ain't nothing but the present. You
Not true.
I mean? Or really, we always moving into the future. You know what I mean? So there is nothing but future and past. There is no present. Honestly. We always moving into the future. Everything you say or do is the past. You just did it. It's done.
Everything's in threes. Everything.
Is done. Everything you just said is in the past, right then.
It used to be single, but then duality came here, messed up everything, and now we got to get balance and make it a three. Everything needs to be in the threes for balance.
Hey, put it like this. I mean, like matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up some of these black Indians for you, right? So I hope you pay attention. All right, I'm pulling up these black Indians.
Well, black would be pale Indians. So you're gonna pull up the Native Americans?
Nah. Google don't think like you. When I say black Indians on Pinterest, it's gonna give me
Pinterest
whatever I'm asking for. Trust me, it's gonna give me black Indians. Because black is not a people, it's a description. So what kind of Indian? I'm talking about the black ones.
So a pale one.
Nah, I ain't saying nothing about no $5 Indians. Right.
But I mean, but doesn't black mean pale or bleached?
Yeah, but they ain't what Google worrying about. Google ain't worrying about that, ain't thinking about that. You know? And because y'all ain't gonna lie, y'all be beating up on these Africans, and I want you to tell me to stop when you see a good looking Indian, right? You know what I'm saying? Tell me an Indian, tell me which one of these Indians is so goddamn good looking that we got.
That one over there.
Her
Stop.
the light skinned girl.
That girl right there, she looks like us.
The light
The girl
skinned girl.
underneath.
The light
Yeah, the
skinned
other
girl.
girl, the one that's catty cornered. Underneath that one guy right there.
Is this her? Is this her?
That's one. Now go down.
Because she got what? Barely any features. So she kind of European with the features because she don't have no features on. She don't have
No,
no
she's not.
features. She don't even wear her high cheekbones and all that. She don't even have the high cheekbones of an Indian and all that. Like she
She
kind of
does. Look
whited
at her
out.
high cheekbones.
She whited
No,
out.
look at her. She's got the cheekbones right there. Keep going down.
They washed away.
Right there. Look right there. Her too.
That's what you
And she looks
call
like
high
she's a
cheekbones.
mixture. She's a
That's what you
mixture.
call high cheekbones.
She's a
No, she
mixture.
way more pure than your mixture right here.
She's
This
not a
is a
mixture.
mixture.
Sorry.
This
Sorry.
is a
That's what
mixture.
No,
This
it's
is
not.
Creole. She Creole. She's a Creole.
No.
And this is way more thorough. This is a
She's a
real
mix.
indigenous person.
She's mixed. No, she's mixed.
This is a real indigenous sister right here.
Her hair is different. She's mixed with
Nah.
with the originals and the natives.
No.
Yes, she is.
She got whatever she got in her hair.
She's a mixture.
No. And she is too, huh? She's a mixture.
Is that a she?
Oh, look at you. See how you doing? Hey, we on TikTok, how people be doing people. That's messed up.
That is not a girl. It's a boy.
Nope.
Look at the way he's sitting.
Just flat chest. It don't matter. I'm just saying, okay, black Indians though. So that's a
And
dude then.
that's a mixture too.
That's a dude then. But like I asked you, is he a mixture?
He's a mixture. Look at his hair. Keep going.
Stop.
Keep going.
Like I asked you,
His hair.
tell me when you
his
see
hair is dead.
Tell me when you see a good looking. Hey, tell me to stop when you see. Tell me to stop when you see a good looking Indian.
There's one right there. The little girl. The little girl. Go up.
No. That's just a melanated sister. That's not no black Indian. But you know, we gonna say she Aboriginal. We gonna throw her there.
That's a black Indian. What are you talking about?
That's a child. You know, that's a baby. As soon as she get older, she gonna look like goddamn your boy child, and then you gonna be like, oh man, you ugly. You know, you're gonna switch up on him. You know what I'm saying?
No, his hair is dead and limp.
His hair so we do that with babies. Like, do you need to see the Gerber baby at an adult age?
Straight hair is a recessive trait. Keep going.
Man, these people could put stuff in their hair to do whatever. These people were straightening their hair too. Like I know you know that.
If he could get it that bone straight, then he good. He needs to open up him a hair shop and start doing hair.
So what about them? What about their hair?
Let me get closer. I can't really see.
You see them dudes.
I'm looking. I'm trying to look.
So what about his hair? What about his hair? He thorough? Is he thorough?
That's us.
Hey, but I'm gonna go back to my question. Y'all let me know when y'all see a good looking Indian in. So I'm just saying, because everybody be clowning Africans. You know, I'm just gonna clown everybody because for one, all men is ugly, pretty much ugly to me. You know what I'm saying? Unless they my family, you know what I'm saying? They kind of look like me, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like, you know. I mean, they are more, they could, you know what I'm saying? They could possibly not be ugly, but he ain't gonna be no goddamn good looking to me. You know what I mean? Or he might, you know, I guess you could say a person might be handsome, but these people ain't it. So what you say? Where they at? Tell me where you see them. Tell me where you see them.
I really can't see because you're so far away.
Oh, you want me to zoom in on them?
Zoom in, yeah, so I can see features.
I mean, I'm just saying.
There you go, right there. There are people right there. You got three. You got three. You got the originals. You got the original natives, and then you got the $5 European Indian, which is the ones we mostly see today.
Hey, I love to see these black and white photos because they don't be looking like it. You hear
Let
me?
me see him right there.
They don't- yeah, you know the sister cute or whatever. But like I say,
And she pretty.
I can see the beauty in all our people, but y'all ain't being honest. Like ain't nothing too much more awesome over here. I don't see nothing. I'm being honest.
Yep.
Show me. And
That's
I ain't
us.
talking about what I see all dolled up on Instagram. I'm talking about
That's us.
show me these black and white photos. Now, if I show my grandma was beautiful, but I ain't gonna get into that right now. You know, my grandma killing all of them. Real talk. Black and white photos too.
Like naturalist, so he went online and he was looking at the slave voyages, and I think he was looking at something about the number of people and pages they had or whatever, and it was like I can't remember what he said because I came in after he was talking
I
about.
just think we need to stop the hate because ain't nobody looking really no flyer.
Stop thinking.
Everybody
Stop
look
what?
the same.
Okay.
Really,
Stop what?
the world is full of ugly men and beautiful women. I promise. That's all it is in the world. Ain't number ugly men and
Are
beautiful
not
women.
ugly, and women are beautiful. They're all beautiful.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The world, that's all it is. Ain't number ugly men and beautiful women. I promise you.
Mm-mm.
You
I
know,
disagree.
but some of us are less ugly. You know, some of us men are less ugly, like myself. You know, and you can see it in the babies. Because when your baby look like you, if the babies look good, then gosh dang it. If they look like you, then obviously you gave them something good. Look at Kodak Black.
They look
We
alike.
found it. Yeah, we found Kodak Black.
They look alike, those two people.
Yeah, man, that's bloodline. That's his bloodline. Like we can't be judging off the color. Like that's
I'm
his
not
family.
I'm not judging off the color. I just said they look alike.
Yeah, I'm saying like that's the thing about Spanish culture and all them different kind of culture. Like I know I got a lot of family that was real fair skinned.
I'm gonna
You
need
know
you
what
to
I
go
mean?
deeper. I
Yeah, I
need
got
you
some fair
to,
skinned
have you
family.
read the Human Genome Project yet?
I mean, probably I don't know that name. I don't know about that name.
I mean, it's real. You would know if you read it because that thing is extensive.
I think I remember I put this picture with Big Gip. Boy, Big
That guy
Gip
right
look just like
there. That guy right
look just like
there.
Big Gip. Yeah.
He click him. Is that the same guy? Yep, that guy there is a phony.
Who this Chief?
Go to go
Chief
yeah,
Three
hang on,
Bears?
go. Yeah, hold on. Let me show you something. Let me see if he put it on here. Let me
Man,
go to
some
TikTok. Hold
white
on.
people probably put that information out there talking about he a phony. That man probably the real deal.
No, 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 no. I'm gonna show you.
Hold on, the
This
Choctaw
man
sent
was
the
okay. Hold on. Let me look at Monty News. Hold on.
so the Choctaw was tied in with Ireland. I guess they fed them during the that famine they had or whatever.
Where's that guy at?
But yeah, I'm gonna stop picking on them because they're my people. Shoot. But I man, you got
That one
ugly
guy
everywhere.
there.
You got
That
ugly
one guy there.
everywhere. Ugly in
That
Africa, ugly in America. I mean, especially in Europe. I mean, I ain't even being funny. But the women are beautiful. And I mean in Africa, in America. I mean, you better pay attention. I know women might not see the beauty in other women, but I know they're beautiful.
Oh, I see the beauty in women.
I'm talking about in Africa and America. That's what I'm saying. And even India. There be some beautiful women over there in all them places. Because I think a lot of y'all, a lot of sisters want to be those women in India with that
No,
good hair,
no, I don't.
with that
No,
kind of hair.
I
They
don't.
want that hair, and
I'm
they
so
look
happy.
just like y'all. They just got different hair. They got the hair
You
that
say,
come by the stroke.
here we go, right
They got
here.
this hair.
Yeah.
They got this hair right
Shit.
here.
I want you to do me a favor. Go to your TikTok real quick. I want you to see that guy. I want you to see him. And I want you to see the deception. So if you go to TikTok real quick, and I'm gonna tell you a person's account to look up, you see that same guy, and I just want you to see this.
Same guy about what? Oh, you talking about that Chinese? I mean that Asian dude. I mean that
Go,
that
go to,
chief, that the black
yeah. I
chief.
want you to see. You can go to TikTok, please.
On what page?
Monty Moose.
I
Montemuse.
knew you talking about. I know the little homie.
Yeah.
He be tweaking though. He too young to like, really.
Don't hate.
He too young. He too young. He don't know. He ain't studied long enough.
I just started this stuff
He's
about 8 months ago.
strictly social media learned.
Okay,
You know what I
you
mean?
know what?
Like he got all his from social media, but that don't mean
Not
ain't
true.
no truth
Not
out there.
true. That boy reads books. Not true.
And that man too young.
That doesn't mean nothing.
Yeah.
Age is really not.
No, but what I'm saying
Age
is,
does not exist.
look, he's just getting his feet wet in the category that he's doing. Is what I'm saying.
Me
He only had
too.
one category.
I'm 8 months in.
His only category is America. Ain't nothing wrong with the little homie, but that's all he can think about. He don't know nothing else.
Because that's the truth.
He don't know nothing else. He's too young. Oh, you talking about this guy right here?
Moor, or are you Muur?
Oh, I thought I was sharing. My bad.
I didn't see nothing. Yeah. Okay. Go down to. It's keep going. It's the one that says
I see it right here.
1930s. Yeah, they lied. Yeah.
Just like 432 be saying, like, fair use in your caboose, TikTok. This is about to be a galactic drop, educational purposes only. All right? Take a look at this video real quick.
Play of endurance, this Suzuki dance, for they go on hour after hour without seeming to tire at all. If you wish to see some real Indians on your next trip west, you might remember that this Pueblo is only 7 miles from Santa Fe.
Y'all see them?
There's them right
Look
there.
closer. Yeah, look at that. Interesting. I've seen it before. And this is a film from the 1930s. 1930s, as you can see, right? Fair use in your caboose, right? Educational purposes only. I was like, dang, they look familiar. And we just saw them, right? 1930s, correct? Just saw them. They said this is the 1930s. That was a multitude of chiefs, correct? So why does it say right here, portrait of a Native American chief, Three Bears, age 89, dated 1913 in the collections of New York City? And if he was 89, right, in 1913, then how come does this dude look the exact same as a portrait from 1913 as he does in a film in the 1930s? But he actually looks younger in the 1930s. Wait a minute. So, yet again, who are these people, man? Who are these people, man? Man, educational purposes only. Just like 432 be saying, like, fair use in your caboose, TikTok.
Who are these people?
Yeah, like I say, he cool, but like yeah, he only in one lane, and then he's like you really got to go through different multiple schools of thought. That means
We are not African.
no. That means what's this? That means like what he's doing, like you feel like he know it all, or you feel like he know. Yeah, that's just how you feel when you're young. You feel like you know it all. Okay, you go with that thought. You study all you can. You wake up and realize you don't know. You go to another school of thought. You do it again. You're like, I got it. I got it. It's over now. I don't need nothing else. I got this. And then you realize this ain't it. This ain't enough. Then you go to a whole nother school of thought, and you don't let none of them go. You add. Like people scared to add.
No, we had.
No, now people don't. Now maybe you saying you do. Maybe you saying he do, but no, he don't. Like he young.
Well,
And I don't sis. You look, sis you are like I understand people like want to be well rounded, but you still on one half of the world. Like you on one lily pad.
no, I'm not. I went over there and hung out on African TikTok, and those people are not me. And I can tell by the way they talk to me, they treat us, they call us hybrids when really they're the hybrid. And the reason why they're trying to destroy us through our DNA, through like food, trying to mutate our DNA, is because they know who we are. We are not them. The pyramids are older, bigger, and more pyramids were over here than over there. They copied us like they copy us today. So I am not going to believe that a 9 ether or 9 DNA sequence or a 9 genome being created a 12 to 15 genome being at all. I know the truth. That's why they do the things they do to us. Now, are you rocking with them or are you rocking with us?
I'm rocking with them right here.
Are you 9? Are you 9 or are you a 12 to 15?
Hey, I'm rocking with these people right here. The oldest people in the world. I'm rocking with them. I'm rocking with them. Like I wouldn't even let nobody pick on them. I wouldn't let nobody pick on them. Like I defend they little short. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. They got all the wisdom. They the real OGs. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at them. You feel me? For real. Like I ain't gotta claim giants. Even though Moors. Like they'll say come from Mauritania. Mauritania means land of the giants. They found giants skeletons in Mauritania. But anyway, I ain't got to worry about all that. I'm dealing with the shortest and the tallest. You know what I mean? The shortest of us and the tallest. I'm dealing with them. No, I'm not gonna act like, oh no, nah, they the real deal. I promise you. For one, you was just saying about some 9 ether. They had nappy enough for you. I mean, shoot.
I'm not talking when I say 9. I'm talking about really like the DNA of the genomes. So they're 9 genomes. You can't make a 12 from a 9, but you can make a 9 from a 12.
Man, you don't even know who the 12. You don't know who the 12 is. You you're gonna have to study them before you assume them.
You got to be kidding me.
Yeah. Like you got to study them.
You got to study.
Then you speak on them. Other
Okay,
than that,
so Africa is known as the mother of mankind.
The Twa are all around the world. That's why you got short Chinese people, like they're saying right here.
The reason why they can't find like Neanderthal and hominin bones over here is because we're not the mother of mankind. We're not the mother of a kind of man. They find it over there in that area over there, like Lucy, all of them.
That's why they're saying many Chinese. I don't believe in none of that Lucy type stuff. Like I just showed you how Albert Perry and his DNA strands way back.
Cameroon
300,000.
is us. Cameroon is us.
Man, he ain't the only person with his DNA. We just showed you that the Cameroons and all that. What I'm saying is, even the
11 of them. It
Khoisan.
was 11 of them in Cameroon that they found, and that's
No,
it. They
you
only
said
found it in
that. You said
Cameroon.
that. You said that. What I'm no, that's how many people blood they tested from there.
No, first they found nobody at first, and then they
No,
went back again and checked. Yes, they did already
no,
research this before.
no. Didn't you see what we was just reading? They
You don't even
literally
get one
said this is where they got the pre-atom. The pre-atom man, they got that from the same people. So they went back once they found his DNA strand. They wanted to test it with the same people they got the other oldest DNA from, the pre-atom. Then they's like, wow, they also have that. They just didn't. They couldn't tell what it was. This is what they call junk DNA. And all melanated people have junk DNA. It ain't no levels that American black people have over nobody else that's black. We all have junk DNA.
I think it's different. I think like when you watch them and the things they have to do, like if they're so spiritual, like they say they're spiritual, then why are they going through what they're going through? You know what I'm saying? They use blood sacrifices and chicken sacrifices and all that stuff.
We do the same thing over here. What are you talking about? Everybody ain't Christian.
They're doing rituals. If you're naturally spiritual, you don't have to do a ritual. It just happens for you.
No. How can you look at the word you just said?
Information.
Look what word you said. You literally said spiritual. You got to have a ritual to be spiritual. You can't be spiritual and not have a ritual. That's why people we just be throwing. That's what people do in the conscious community.
Spiritual is theirs. We're just natural like this. They're being spiritual.
No,
they're being spiritual because they would naturally be like us. They want to be a spirit like we are, but they got to be spiritual. They got to do rituals to be spirit like we are.
Hey, these twas everywhere. I ain't lying. Like everywhere. Everywhere you find pyramids, you find twa. It's not a coincidence. There's no such thing as coincidences.
Those,
no, Hibernia. They coming from Hibernia. Hibernia is where you getting the word Hebrew from, because it means traveler.
I don't believe in no Hebrew.
You're not listening. It means traveler. You don't believe that people travel?
Yes, I do. I know people travel. Yes, I do know that.
So before we had white man's English, we wouldn't have said travel. We would have said Hebrew. We'd have said Hebrew. We just said that's how you say travel or cross over. So it's not a bad. We're not talking about no religion. When I say a Hebrew, I'm not saying nothing about religion. Yeah,
I know that.
I'm telling you that it means traveler. So these people don't have no cross on their neck. They ain't got no cross on their neck.
That is a chimpanzee mixture.
No, there's no way. We live like we done existed longer than chimpanzees existed.
That's why they're so short.
No, we've existed longer than chimpanzees existed. So y'all come from so your giant ancestors came from gorillas.
No, not mine.
Yeah, your giant. Yeah, you got giants in your ancestry, so they came from gorillas, and
That's
the short people came from chimpanzees.
Did you not read that? Did you not read that abstract that I sent you?
So they came from bears. They mixed in with bears.
I didn't come from no animal. Did you not read that abstract that I sent you?
So how did giant people come on Earth?
I haven't seen any giants. So until I see a giant,
you haven't seen no giant. Tall people. How do you think tall people came on Earth?
That's probably something going on with their pituitary gland.
No. Nah. You got to use the same logic that you just used about the short people coming from a chimp. That would mean the tall people came from a bigger monkey. That's all it is. They came from a bigger monkey is what you need to say.
So there's that guy that they showed on TikTok. He's 9'6". Show me a monkey that's 9'6".
You see a monkey that's 9'6".
There was a man on TikTok and his height was in Africa and he is 9'6". Show me a gorilla that stands 9'6".
image I wanted to show. I'm trying to remember what this image at that I wanted to show you. Matter of fact, I'll probably be able to find it on Google. But what's that? Hope I can find this damn image.
Growth hormones is produced by the pituitary gland. So something's going on with these people's pituitary gland that's giving them, I guess, the giant
No, it's coming
or
from
whatever it's called.
To me, it's coming from being in the cold. Because water is the only thing that doesn't shrink in the cold. You know, and
So
it expands. So that's why a polar bear is bigger than the brown bear.
okay, so why is the guy that living in Africa where it's not cold is 9'6"?
That's what I say. Mauritania means land of the giants. So we know it don't snow in Mauritania. So I mean, I can't explain all that. Maybe it's the water. Maybe they in and out of that cold water.
And then according to, I guess, science or history, South America was frozen. I mean, South Africa was frozen at one time. They had an ice age.
I mean, I don't know about that part.
You know, and you can go Google it and research it.
Yeah, that's like South America, same thing. Anything gonna happen anywhere, any of these regions, they all getting the same amount of sunlight.
Like, I think, as a matter of fact, last year, I think it snowed in South Africa.
Yeah, I can't find. I wish I could find an image I had. Big giant gorilla holding that man. Man, it made no sense. That, like you said, it was about 9'6" too.
I'll get it. Tall gorilla.
Yeah, but like I say, the Anunnaki are saying that they came down. The Anunnaki came down and mixed in with all the animals. This is how we got all these different kind of people. So even if they did come from the chimp, which they couldn't know.
He's 5'1".
The chimp didn't exist back then.
Okay, here goes a gorilla I think you might be talking about right here. I mean, that's a statue. Never mind.
Nah, I seen this real orange-haired giant black gorilla. I'm trying to remember.
Oh, it's orange hair. It's an orangutan.
I know.
That's an orangutan.
Yeah, I know. I just looked up orangutan. I couldn't find it. So I'm trying to remember what I did with the image. I think I got it on here. I'm tripping.
I know King Kong. It says orangutans are like 6 feet at the most.
Crazy. Watch this. I thought I had it on here.
Here he goes. China's huge, mysterious extinct ape. He's 10 feet tall. He said extracted 1.9 million years. Old fossil.
Yep.
Southern China.
Yep, I don't got it.
Well, they had something that they claimed it was a orangutan that was 10 feet tall, up to 10 feet tall.
Man, that's where your giants coming from. Nah, but for real though, it's just, you know, I don't look at it like that. But I know it's mythology behind that. As far as like the Sumerians with the Anunnaki stories say that they literally mixed in with all of the different beasts of the field.
Yeah, in Africa, the Garden of Eden, but over here, not so much.
No. See, everybody try to pick and choose. It's just same way people call themselves Israelites. It's 12 tribes, but they make sure they pick the most extravagant one. You feel me?
No,
so people doing the same thing with America. You know, they feel like it's most extravagant. It's me. It's got to be me. Like
it does. Look how they treating us, and look how everybody's attention is on us. We're so destroyed as a people,
that's
but
the
yet,
same thing an Israelite would say. An Israelite, that would be his reason why he's an Israelite. Look, it is. Look how they treating us. You know, like
Oh,
that's gonna be
I
the
mean,
same
show me
belief
where else in the world where they get fake food. Show me where else in the world that
everywhere.
water we drink.
Everybody that shake hands with the USA.
Oh, so that's not true. I can go to Mexico and get real food. I can go to Canada and get
Yeah.
real food. You can go to Africa and get real food. Our food is GMO. I can't even find a grape with a seed
I bet you
anymore.
South America ain't eating no GMO. They eating good on y'all. Y'all playing. We playing up here. We in North America, man. Don't nothing grow up here. We is in the
What you
wrong
mean don't
place.
nothing grow? What you mean nothing grows here?
Nothing grows
Nothing
where it
grows in
snows.
Africa.
No, nothing grows where it snows.
But snow is not real.
Yeah, not growing food is. Not growing food
600 out of 640 food products, I guess you can say,
come from South America.
came
None,
from
none,
here.
none come from North America.
You
Not one of
not
them.
anymore. Not
Not
anymore.
one of them. No, not one of them. All of them come from South America.
Because it's all GMO now. Not anymore.
South America is plush.
I agree. It is
North
plush.
America is dust.
No, dust is Africa.
Hey, wherever you find the old man kids, count me in. You ain't gonna find them up there in North America. You ain't gonna find them. If it ain't no mounds, if it ain't no mounds, I ain't there.
Oh man. They're located in Mexico, which is in North America.
No, it's not.
Mexico is North America. Texas used to be part of Mexico.
No, that Texas is not even really north at all.
Texas is part of North America. Mexico's part of North America. South America is further down.
It's not.
Oh my God. Mexico is
Mexico
right when I leave Texas. Right when I leave Texas, because I live in Texas.
It's Central America.
Central America is not a continent. So we got North and South.
North America is not a continent. North America is not a continent. It's a direction on the continent of America.
Technically, it's not. You're right.
Since you do that, now I had to do that.
It was since they put the Panama Canal, and now it's a man-made continent now. But technically, you're correct because the Americas is one continent.
It's one continent. So when I'm saying North America, I'm telling you the top half of America is not it. Canada and anything next to that it ain't it.
I know, but we don't grow our food up there. We grow it in like Oklahoma.
You can't grow. Look, you see you way down here. So you need to leave that argument alone because you're not up there where it snow. Like
I'm
you
from
way
Michigan.
down.
What are you talking about?
You from, but you're not in. That's why you defending it because you from up there. Hey, but you're not up there now.
That's because my mama moved me.
So hey, the snow awaits you. The snow is awaiting you. You feel me?
I hate the snow. Like it was 80 degrees here the day before yesterday, and I think today hit like what 40. It's like how was it 80 and now it's like 40.
It's real.
It's that weather machine. I need to stop playing with the weather.
You know, for real though. I'm not never gonna find out about all them snow blizzards and stuff. Man, I might leave all y'all. Man, the day it's snow in Florida, I'm leaving the U.S. I'm leaving.
I mean, we got a whole snowstorm in Texas. I mean, like when I was driving to the hotel.
Yeah, that was fake. That had to been fake.
It had to be fake. Man, I walked outside. I've been in Texas for a very long time. I think I was driving on the sidewalk as I was driving to my hotel because it was so much snow and it was so cold and like the room across the hall, the water that the pipes bursted. And I mean, it was ridiculous. And like my mom and them, my mom had electricity like for 8 hours total in 4 days. But like my house where I live, because I live nestled in between two great YT communities, my electricity never went out. and my bill was $1,100 that month.
You know how they do. Hey, one boy AI say Just like them saying 6 fingers and sickle cell is a degenerated DNA when it's protective cells before, you know what I'm saying, before the sciences or the scientists twist the truth in all facets. Yep.
So he must have 6 fingers.
No, it's just saying that, you know, like maybe even to the fact of just the, you know, power of regenerating. Like we have so much power to be able to regenerate. We just not able to actually control the regeneration. But some people still produce what we could have regenerated. They just naturally produce. It's uncontrollable. I mean, uncontrollable though. You know, it's not by the choice, but
I mean, yeah, I'm not the sickle cell. Like I don't carry the sickle cell
you know, the
trait.
sickle cell thing too is about being able to probably possibly like clot and never bleed. Like if somebody would have cut you, like they're saying that the ancestors would be able to actually clot and not even drop any blood, and like
Like if you're
a
O
hand,
blood,
like basically they'd be able to regenerate right then. Like you know how somebody's hand's supposed to be cut off and then he just like a cartoon, you know what I'm saying? Like one of the movies like Spider-Man or something, how they could regenerate
yeah.
like this goo. The blood would be so thick that it would not
But
separate. It wouldn't really
but
separate.
if
It
you're
would,
O blood type, our blood don't clot easily. That's why when it came to this COVID and stuff, that's why we didn't really catch it because COVID was a clotting disease. People were getting blood clots. That's why it was harder for not even don't catch it. We didn't pass away from it really because it's a clotting disease. And O blood doesn't clot. That's why we don't tend to have heart disease. I mean, we do because of the food we eat now, but if we didn't eat that food, we have the healthiest hearts.
hey, I know what you mean, but hey, you know, we definitely got to work out and things too, though.
Yeah, but sickle cell, if you got two parents that carry the trait and your child get it, it's painful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because and they're sickly.
Yeah, I mean, your blood not flowing properly, so you know, of course, it's just like when people get older, uh, like they might not have, like basically they might have poor circulation to their lower extremities. A lot of times people have poor circulation to the lower extremities. Like basically they're not working their legs out. They're not using their legs enough. So the blood
Yeah.
really isn't flowing there properly. That's why people have to elevate their feet and everything else, you know, to make that blood flow back into the body. Like the Egyptians, ancient Egyptians had a way of dancing where they just shook up like every part of the body. Like they just stirring it all up.
I've
Like
never seen an Egyptian dance.
yeah, I mean, I done studied some things. What I'm saying is just the whole science behind dancing, period. You're stirring up the blood. You're keeping, that's how you're keeping it fresh and young. Like, like even with water, if water is not moving, it's dead. So the same thing with the blood. You have to literally keep it flowing. Like not just the top half or just the brain or whatever. You have to get the whole body all the way to the toes. You need that blood flowing.
So I'm reading the chat. He says it's painful because we moved from our natural habitat. So where's your natural habitat? Because mine is these lands.
Look. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of times when we saying stuff like that, it's to say that this concrete jungle that we call the city and all this stuff is like Neanderthal heaven because they come from the concrete jungles, which was the caves. You know, our people are not used to concrete. You know, but we've been born on the concrete. Now we the roads that grew from concrete. You know what I mean? Like, you know, in our natural environment, if we fell down, we don't get hurt. If you fall down on this here, you gonna hurt. You know what I mean? We in this concrete jungle.
I mean, I agree that there's no trees like it should be.
Yeah, it should be earth under you, not concrete.
Yeah, I agree that they tear down a lot of the habitat to build new buildings when they still have old buildings that could get refurbished.
Yep.
But I don't agree that I'm still in on my land.
Let me make sure I finish capping up on this put the finishing touches on this 5 root races. Hold on, what that was.
It's a barren land because they didn't rest the land. Show me where Africa's growing food.
Hey, that is a giant continent. They could grow that in one country and be doing their thing. Like
That's what they say.
I mean, they can. I'm saying, like, it's just
How,
a whole continent. They eating. They don't just eat meat.
I didn't say they eat meat.
I'm just saying.
So I mean, if they're getting stuff from South America, then like you said, then
They got
why
crops. They got everywhere in the world. Like, what's your favorite fruit? It's not American. It's not indigenous to America. Your favorite fruit, or even probably vegetable, is not even from America.
Like, show me where they're growing food at.
What is your favorite fruit?
I like peaches.
Yeah, they're not from America.
Please.
I know you thought they were from Georgia. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. I know everybody think they're from Georgia.
Yeah. And don't just give me the first thing you see on Google either.
Why not? I scroll down a little bit for you, you know what I'm saying? Dang.
I mean, if you can find it that easy, then I question it.
No, come on. All you gotta do is find the plant that easy. You're gonna find the
Because
plant.
like watermelon, the watermelon we eat is not the original watermelon. You know that, right?
What is?
It's yellow on the inside.
Is yellow? You think the yellow one is the original one?
The one we're getting is maybe a hybrid.
Like we gotta understand, like, we gotta have a variety of good food. So the peach is indigenous to Northwest China. Yeah, that's what it is. You remember the Kunlun Shan Mountains and the Tarim Basin, where the peach was not only first cultivated but also domesticated. The peach plant bears an edible succulent fruit known as the peach or a nectarine. I ain't never heard the word nectarine associated.
Yeah,
with a
I like
peach. I would have
nectarines
thought
too.
about oranges. I would have thought about oranges.
No, I like nectarines are good too.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the summertime, that's all I eat is peaches. Nothing else but peaches.
Name another fruit.
That I like. Really, I don't. Blueberries?
I don't know where them little babies from.
I mean, I could deal with China, but I mean, like, I want to see something come from Africa.
Oh, look at you. Oh no. This is one of the only commercial available foods that is native to North America. You got lucky. I bet you can't do it twice. It will call star fruits. Okay.
Okay, let's go raspberries.
Oh, you trying to play with these berries? All them little hybrids, all them little babies ain't never hybrids. Even a strawberry is all a hybrid.
Let's go with oranges.
So hybrid meaning that they're really from multiple lands. You don't grab multiple plants and put them together.
Let's
They
go
saying
like
Australian. They saying Australia
for what?
has 8 indigenous raspberries.
For raspberries.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on Africa.
Now I don't know. I don't know what they got.
They got fufu.
You keep naming these berries. I bet you won't name a fruit that ain't a berry.
Okay, bananas.
Oh, come on. Now you going back to China?
Is it China?
Let me see. Because Asia's a giant place. That's what I'm trying to get you to know too. Okay, Southeast Asia and India. And
I'm
northern
still waiting
and
on. I'm
northern
still waiting on
Australia.
Africa.
And they were brought to South America by Portuguese in the early 16th century.
I'm still waiting on Africa.
I'm saying Asia and all that's connected.
No, no, no. I mean, it is, but no, 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 no. I want to see Africa's food.
Look, southeast, nah, east, south,
Pineapples come from
east.
Brazil.
Yep,
No, pineapples are not good for you, though. Okay.
yeah. But now pineapple is a hybrid.
Pineapples are not good for you. Too much. It's too acidic.
It's good. That bromine good. That's the only thing can kill that parasite.
Fruit. Um,
Yeah, like nothing we eating is really from here. Like anybody in the world, it's like saying the weed we smoke. People would gladly smoke weed from another part of the world. It's just like that. You know what I'm saying? Same thing going with fruits and veggies. Like, hold on, man. That thing, hey, that was good, man. That tastes like a banana. It tastes like a orange, man, but it's different. It's a
have you
tangerine.
ever
Oh, I like that. You know, it was a grapefruit. Ooh, I like that.
have you ever had bitter cola?
No.
That shit is nasty. But it's good. But it cures a lot of things. It tastes like you know how when you throw up and and you have that yellow bile. It tastes like that, but it has of tree bark.
Mm. Oh no. Oh, it's a medicine. It's a medicine.
I mean, it says it's a fruit from Africa. I tried it before. It's like a little nut, but it cures a lot of things.
Matter of fact, that's funny. Let me just look up right quick.
Yeah, it's cola with a K, bitter cola nut. But it's disgusting.
Yeah, they got healthy stuff over there, but I don't see no fruits that we know.
Plantains. They have plantains, which like Jamaica, you can make. My daddy used to make those.
They just grow all of the fruits around the world. They eating good though. I bet you that. 'Cause they got the
Mm.
mango, the oranges, and all this different stuff that grow in other places, but they got it all.
Yeah,
Same way
but
we do.
we can grow food. Now they chose to grow food that's trash now, and they're not resting the land like they're supposed to, and then the soil is contaminated because of the chemtrails, amongst other things. But the Americas as a whole got it going on.
Oh man, that's the only good we over here. That what y'all don't
No,
make it.
no, really, everybody needs to leave the United States, and they need to burn the United States so we can start all over because it's all contaminated.
Let me see. ain't even had no picture of that one. I don't know what it is.
Which
White
one?
star
The
apple.
star?
They ain't got a picture of none of them. I know about the baobab tree, but they had like it's a fruit. It ain't no fruit. Maybe it does produce a fruit, but I know just the tree itself is healthy as hell.
You see, upside down tree and the tree of life. I've seen about 3 different trees called the tree of life.
Yep.
There's
That's
the
the
yew
baobab.
tree.
Baobab tree is healthy as hell. I ain't lying to you.
Oh, those are kind of like baby bananas.
Yo, them real bananas. It was baby. The babies are burros. The burros are the real banana.
I think
This
Jamaica
banana
has different.
variety indigenous to Uganda. Only they are shorter and thicker, like you said. They're shorter, yeah, like burros. Like Dr. Sebi said, we're supposed to eat burros. They say them big ass bananas is fake. Like,
Oh yeah, they're bananas. Yeah, our bananas don't even have seeds in them.
exactly. Bush mango, also called African mango. It bears a mango-like fruit that is green when raw and red when ripe. And we just don't know the name of their fruit. America just ain't doing no business with them. If they bought that, we'll be eating them. We'll be eating that right now. They just ain't bought it.
Oh, there goes a peach. Oh, I love plums.
I'll tell you, I wouldn't mind trying it. I don't know
They're
what this is.
ebony.
This here is look good. I know my boy PNF want one of them. We talk about that
What
ebony
does it
all the
say?
time.
What does it say?
Ebony wood, which with its most common African special, the jackal-berry. So it's called jackal-berry. Is
It's highly
highly
regarded.
regarded when carving musical instruments. Oh no, hold on. The piano and violin. The fruits are commonly eaten fresh, dried or pulled for sauce. They can also be brewed into beer or fermented in the wine. Its roots. So it look
Oh, it
like
helps
a
cheap leprosy.
tomato type, but like a harder tomato, probably like that they do things with.
It says it treats leprosy
Damn. Hold on. Damn.
and
Damn.
headaches and malaria.
That's why they call it ebony wood, because it's gonna make you ebony. It's gonna brown you up. You're gonna get them back brown instead of being a leper.
Mm.
That's wild. I heard of that tree right there before. Resembling smooth walnuts, monkey orange, also called natal orange, is indigenous to tropical and subtropical Africa. It's a small tree that varies into 3 species here. Cola nut, Mabola
Yeah, that
plum.
shit is nasty.
Or it's an antioxidant.
That's for good treatment of cataracts and earaches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bitter coconut helps a lot of stuff. Your eggplant looks different. It's probably ours look different.
You know.
I like eggplant.
For real. Just stop through it. Never show. I appreciate all y'all. Let me see. Yeah. That's indigenous to these lands of America. Check the pyramid of Tainos, Arawak lineage
Yep.
for whatever the indigenous narrative studies are. That's real.
Yep. India Superior. Thank you.
Now we got good food now. Hey,
Corn, and that's their number one
I
crop
know.
in Africa.
Hey, they got the land to do it. We got to get some land too. See, we want to build up cities and rely on boats to bring us food. Like man, fuck a city. You know what I'm saying? We need to go out there and get all that grass out the way and flip that soil.
There's breadfruit in Guyana. Breadfruit in Guyana. My friend picked one off the tree when I was talking to him one day.
Yep.
But my thing is this. For me, all life did not start in Africa. I would say the equator and the lands that are on the equator. For me to think that all life form came from one place would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
When it's all this land.
See, and what they're saying is, at the same time, what they're saying is that a worldwide cataclysm dang near pretty much wiped out everything, and the survivors were in the middle of Africa. Huh? So it's seeming like whatever flood it didn't reach these dry parts of Africa. It's that large.
We got to look at the what are those things? The cratons. Cratons can't sink.
What you mean?
Cratons.
You mean craters?
No, cratons. CRATONS. There's cratons in Africa. There's cratons in North America.
Yeah, that got to be something to do with a crater. I don't know what that is.
So, in the United States, the craton bedrock is covered with rocks on the broad interior platform in the Midwest and Great Plains regions, and it is exposed only in northern Minnesota, Wisconsin, New York, and Upper Peninsula, Michigan. And craton is basically what Gowanda and all them, I think it was called. Like Laurentia is a craton. Yeah, Gowanda. And it's a supercontinent. Let me see all the cratons. Where are there's the Rocky Mountains and the Appalachian Mountains. The craton is a part of a continent that is stable and forms the central mass of the continent.
Mm-hmm. Like you notice how that craton is called Laurentia, and the top half of Pangea was called Laurasia.
No, really, it was originally called Laurentia or whatever. But then I think the Laurasia one was when it attached to like Asia or something.
It's just another way, another another language way of saying it. You know, like every language would even switch your name up in their language. They're not gonna keep calling you your name and the way you say it in English.
That is Kenya. Kenya is Kenya all over the world.
No, they'll switch that up easy. That's just like how like
Japan.
Joseph is literally Giuseppe, Yusuf, and all this different stuff, but it's all Joseph. You know, like Giuseppe, Giuseppe. It's still that's just another way to say Joseph. Just a different language. Just like how you switch up Christopher Columbus's name in every language. Because saying Christopher is English. That's not what his name was, you know? So they're just going to switch it up in every language. That's just how it go. Watch this, let me see.
And then I see like in Croatia, they put a J in there. But Portuguese, they spelled it with a QU. But I think because my name is like a country, they're probably just going to say Kenya no matter what language.
When they're saying Kenya is a British pronunciation of the British
Kenya.
colony.
Kenya.
Well, excuse me. Yeah, they're saying that Kenya is a British colony. Hold on. So that's the name they gave. Let me see. Tap on this. Damn. So under President Jomo Kenyatta, the name of the country changed to Kenya. Actually pronounces the president pronounce his name. So Kenya has been obsolete for going on 70 years now, as far as that place. So that's a British name. This is basically down to the fact that different words would be pronounced differently in different languages. For instance, in French, the word lily would be pronounced li, or line. Quite different to lil, that an English speaker would expect. The name Kenya in the same way is not an English name. In English, it might be pronounced Kenya, maybe, but in the local language, in which it's pronounced by the Kenyans, who can reasonably be assumed that only all words are pronounced per syllable, with subsequent syllables not affecting the preceding one. This means the word Kenya would simply they don't want me to get it. Yeah, they don't want to tell me. Or they Kenya change it to Kenya. From Kenya to Kenya. Yes, okay. So they say Kenya.
That sounds country.
You know? I know you'll try to straighten somebody. They be like, Kenya. Kenya. You're like, no, damn it. That's crazy.
It says my name in Hebrew either means animal horn or yes to God. I know in Japanese it means wise, intelligent child.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It says it's a boy's name. I did have a cousin named Kenya.
Yeah, they're saying because of kin. Yep. That's
yeah, he was like 3 years older than me, and his birthday was like September 20th and mine September 25th.
Hey, my boy, my boy Wilder talking about the chip in my skull has all the info my grandma said. Ah, you feel me? For real. Hey, like I say, that's the whole emphasis is the fact that we didn't come on those slave ships, but that argument done spilled into arguments that never existed. Like nobody really, cared to argue if we came from Africa or not. You know,
Because we were never told we came from
no, no.
Africa
I mean,
until
I'm be honest with you.
1988.
Nobody should care. I'm just saying, as far as all humanity, like I mean, I say don't care. I mean, because I don't. Because like I'm not gonna say, oh, I care that we all came from Africa. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Because I know we all came. I mean, to me, we all in the earth. But if we all came from a continent, that's all good. It wouldn't matter to me. I know.
It matters to me.
I know we all didn't come on no slave ship. If you're gonna go back millions of years, I can't argue millions of years. But I know we didn't come on no slave ship.
See, it matters to me because I mean, I hate to say it, but
I ain't got no disconnect.
I do. I'm totally disconnected because I was never connected.
Yeah, I ain't connected by no slave trade. I'm connected through millions of years. The whole planet is, I'm connected with those dark skinned people and their families all around the planet in that sense. So if that's what they call African, then I mean that don't hurt my feelings.
So the 55 billion that they gave of our money that they gave Africa for quote unquote reparations, they were using it to buy solar panels and clean hydrogen. What do you think that's about?
Sounds good.
It sounds
what I
like.
mean?
You never went to my countdown clock?
Oh, hold on, let me pull it up for you. What you said?
Put climate countdown clock.
Damn show popping up. Hold on.
Now you have to click the first one, all the way up. The first one, yeah. Click the clock down or climate clock.
Joe.
And it should be. And once you click it, you'll see it at the top, very top. Okay, are you at the top?
You see me?
Okay, scroll down. No, it should be at the top. Okay, I guess scroll down some. No, you're not at the top. You're not at the top. Maybe because you got that hanging down like that. Yeah, if you click it.
Oh, you talking about the clock that be on the side of the building?
I want you to go to the back to the top, please. At the one you just clicked, go at the top and just click it. And it should be at the top once you click it. Okay.
That ain't low enough. Unresponsive.
Let me see. I'm going to click it right now. Yeah, I just clicked it. It worked. Boost your internet.
Yeah, mine. Yeah, it's true. That's just a sign because I ain't gonna lie. I gotta get ready to make a move.
What is it? StreamYard.
Oh shoot! Look! My homie Paris just showed up. But man, we just dropped that. We were dropping all that. You know what I mean? When I talked about the Khoisan, I definitely had to touch on Albert Parrott. And it's saying, you know, that's why we were talking about the Cameroons and everything in Central Africa. So, you know, yeah, we went through all of that. All of that. I might have made this video too long because people might not rewind and really talking back. But it's definitely all up in there. You know.
Can you bring my other account into the thingy?
Yeah, we can do that right quick.
Okay. Share screen. Okay, I can share mine. I can share mine. There we go.
Excuse me, y'all. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it knocked y'all. I don't know what happened. Let me see something right quick before I get out. As I'm attempting to show here now, the peyotes or the hair locks by the Brabant Jewish community can also be found in the Native American community, anciently so. So, obviously, it proposes that this style is not only American, but obviously is, you know, birthed here. This is the creation of the religion. So much of their religion and their cultures are stolen legacies from the Moors of America, of Rapa Nui. We already knew how much they usurped Egypt and other places, but now we see exactly how much they've usurped us as this Cherokee or Seminole and different, even the Rapa Nui people showing the same headdresses. Mayan culture, all American cultures, and we predate. So
Have these dudes come rap to save their life. Have these dudes come rap to save their life. That shit, that stuff they talk, that is not rap. That's not rap. That's murder music, drill music. What can I say? They don't rap about non-conscious.
Money. Speaking from more perspective, none but money but silver and gold. My ancestors even did it, but it's never getting old. As much as a casket costs, when I fly, wrap me in gold. Notice I didn't say die, cause you'll never kill my soul. Got patience, but ain't on no couch. Knew it wasn't safe, but knew we was about it. Ended up in a cage, came back out. Had to rethink, had to reroute. Could've went up north, but stayed down south. Tampa got me Florida out. I'm about to see what Georgia about. Watch Elite New York it out. Treat the map like a fork and pot. When I say running back, I'm doing a lot. Stay out the kitchen, it's too hot. My chicks gon' miss me like Tupac. I'm too hot, I want too much. Master Musa, who is that? I won't throw that. My